welcome back to our late episode tonight of Topshelfers podcast. And like before, we have 3 sponsors. Finally, killing it out here. It took a long time. People like our guest tonight, Curtis, like been here since the beginning, and it's awesome to have you back. So starts off Monarch Social. If you guys are ready to start scaling your business, you want your own website, or you need someone to create engaging, high quality content, Monarch Social is the way to go. Go check out what they have going on either at monarchsocialbrand.com or reach out to me. Next but not least, or second off, is Dark Prime Collectibles. Listen, if you are into anything in the nerd realm, whether that's Legos, Magic the Gathering, gaming, do you collect old action figures? Do you just want to go down a nostalgia trip? Dark Prime Collectibles is the way to go. You can check out their website, or if you're in Utah, you can head up to Clearfield, Utah, and they have a brick and mortar location. Go in there, say hi to Jason, tell him I sent you. He's a great guy. He'll take care of you. It's a lot of fun up there. It gives you that old school gaming vibe. And last but not least, we have Hepius, premium CBD that's not going to break the bank. I personally use number 2. It's their broad spectrum. It's an everyday use. They have products for sleep. They have another product that kind of is a universal health. I can't say anything bad about the product. I've used CBD for many years. It's nice to finally have an outlet that isn't costing me an arm and a leg. Go check that out if you're into that world. Hepiusmed.com. That's HIPIUSMED.com. Thank you guys. Curtis.
Dude, I'm 18 months sub to you still.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude, I just got my 18-month anniversary message to type in. You know, it's going to just be all caps Poggers.
Poggers.
Dude. Fucking
the
Poggers,
Pog
dude.
You know, it's...
You're the only subscription I've had for that long on Twitch.
I'm honored. Thank you.
I can't get rid of that shit, dude.
Well, it's crazy. So, we met through Bird.
Yeah.
But you knew... Well...
other guy, too.
Yeah, you knew Forrest.
No.
Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was through...
Bird as well.
Through Bird.
Yeah, because Bird got Chandler a job at Wine Racks.
Right.
And then we hung out a few times, and then Chandler stopped talking to me. I miss you, Chandler. We should hang out again.
Shouts out to Chandler.
Shout outs to Chandler. Cool fucking guy, man.
And then we made the connection that I didn't hang out with him, but like Forrest and Chandler hung out with like some of your old friends. Like Aaron and Aaron Jorgensen. And,
yes.
Colton and those guys.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what the fuck? Small world.
Dude, it's so weird, man, how that network of people is always connected somehow. Man.
Somehow, some way.
Crazy.
And you were on one of our... Were you in before 20s episodes? Or 30 at least, right? Your first episode was like almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was... I know it was like right when you guys were getting us started, so...
We were still streaming on the laptop, which we were talking about earlier.
And then I think it was that first night that I did the podcast with you guys, that I was like, yeah, I have a computer you can have.
Which is...
You're all like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a computer you can have. Seriously.
We were all like Forrest and I were like, dude, we got to scrounge some money together and at least get something that's not the laptop.
I was like, I felt bad because you had to buy that one part for it.
Oh.
But now that I think about it, it was probably like a whole ass computers.
Oh yeah, no, it was the difference, and it changed our streaming.
It was just in the way at my house, man. So,
but we have a lot of gaming to talk about because last episode we were on, we were dabbling. It was pre Shadowlands.
Yeah,
we were talking about Shadowlands. We were talking about Classic. And this is World of Warcraft. So if you guys aren't in on World of Warcraft, I don't know what to tell you. Get involved.
Shadowlands fizzled for me, man.
Shadowlands fizzled for me too hard.
There was just too many systems in place, and the one system that like everybody loved, they didn't embrace it enough, I think. Because I was talking to my friend about it and told him pretty much, I think all of the fun that I had in Shadowlands, like the really fucking fun that I had, was in Torghast.
Yeah.
It was with my friend playing in Torghast. The dungeons were just more of the same I've played.
Yeah.
The raids were just more of the same that I've played. Everything else was just like, God, I just wish I could collect a tier set bonus again. I wish I didn't have to fucking do all of these like weird power up conduits and things and shit like that, you know?
It's just adding, it's overcomplicating a system that really I don't feel like the old tier systems were ever broke. Yeah. I don't know why they shifted from it.
I think it's all about money, dude. It just, they were spending so much money developing probably like the cost for all of the artists to draw and design and program and model a different set of armor for every single class in the game while they continue to add more classes and to come up with and design and balance and figure out tier set bonuses for every single class as it continues to add more.
Right.
Like, as soon as Activision took over Blizzard, dude, like, all of that shit went out the fucking window, man. Like, it just, like, it's not about making the right game for whatever the cost. It's about making the best game you can for the lowest cost.
And it sucks because I really think, and there was just a report done where subscriber count was the lowest it's been in a long time.
Yeah,
it just, something about Shadowlands for me, like, so I hit max level and I'm like, I was still hesitant on Shadowlands because I didn't play a lot of the last expansion, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do the same shit that I just didn't really have fun with. And then I was like, okay, well, they're doing a level squish, I guess, like, because people are enjoying Classic, and I liked the idea of the first raid, like some vampire-esque,
like the art team, and I can't stress this enough. The art team for World of Warcraft has knocked it out of the park every expansion, no matter what. Yeah. Like they don't get to decide what they're drawing, but every time they draw it, it's sick. I think they've been shitty armor wise. A couple of expansions have been pretty bad, but as far as like just going into a raid and getting like awed by like just this insane place that you've taken me to, fucking Blizzard's artists are like
always
they're probably underpaid, they're probably overworked, and like just God bless them, dude, because the art in Shadowlands is so sick. Like, it is so cool. It's cooler than anything in Warcraft that I've ever seen. Like, I keep doing that. Like, follow that you're doing. That art style is sick. Like, the fact that I've heard more than one person say Dark Souls-ish when they're describing it, it's like a Dark Souls-ish Diablo feeling. Yes.
That's a win.
It's a good fucking compliment to get.
And I think, too, that whatever ends up happening with Shadowlands, like, I think that a lot of the community's on the same page as us, is there's just not, it's not holding the attention. And I think it's a mix of, like, not overwhelming, but, like, the so many different variables that go into collecting your armor now and getting better gear is just a little too much. And I think, too, that the content, as far as aesthetics aside, just isn't... I think WoW's got to a point where, like, what can they do to reinvent the wheel when it comes to bosses? I don't think they can.
No. In the raids, the bosses, the boss fights, and the boss mechanics, I've definitely come so far. It's such a difficult... magnific rating compared to like 40-man raids. Like it's when Classic came out, everyone just tore through Classic raids because they are so easy compared to the raids now. But my main issue with World of Warcraft now is like there used to be this like feeling of like you could go get the best armor in the game from whatever the hardest raid at the time was. And like it's just lame now that like in order to get the best stuff in the game, you don't get it from the hardest raid in the game.
Right.
Like you have to go do Mythic plus 15 this or Mythic plus 15 that and try to get a trinket to drop off of the fucking end of the dungeon when you have a chance to get one fucking item from the whole place. Like, that is so stupid. And then it turns into this roulette wheel where it's like, well, at the end of every week you get these bonus items that are fucking broken as shit. So you have to fucking do this Mythic Plus shit or you don't get the best gear in the game.
You don't compete.
And because we didn't want that to conflict, that's probably another reason it took out tier set bonuses. Because it would drive you away from Mythic Pluses.
I love Mythic idea. I love the scaling and it getting harder and harder. But how they handle the loot, I think, is really what pushed me away from the last couple of expansions.
I just think the best loot you can get from Mythic Plus should not be as good or better than the gear you get from Mythic Raids.
No.
Mythic Raids are where the best gear should be.
And I agree with you on that. And I definitely don't like the extreme RNG of the chests. Right, because we already
on deck, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
we already have like RNG that we have to worry about when it comes to bosses, right? Like,
yeah.
We know where our loot drops. We have to farm it over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't want to also
pieces drop too.
And I don't want to also have to be sitting here like, okay, well, it's the end of the week. Is my chest gonna give me the one item that I need to, go from this DPS mark to this next DPS mark.
Yeah.
Because, do you watch Asmongold? Asmongold, shout out. He's
fucking bless you, Asmongold.
He's probably one of the best streamers in my eyes.
He's one of my idols for
yeah.
sure. Like,
and
as far as streaming goes, he's
he's just because he keeps it
so good. He's just a fucking real person,
yeah,
dude. Like,
he's himself. Which,
like I watched this one stream he did after he took his break. He decided to build an igloo when that Texas snowstorm happened.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, he just like went and laid down in bed and put his little phone up on the like stand, and he just had like a real one-on-one chat with his closest followers, because people turn off the stream by then or whatever. And like, man, I was so relatable to him when he was talking about stuff. Because, like, yeah, he wasn't talking about specifics about a lot of things, but it was like, I think that way too. Like, damn, Asmongold, I relate to you.
And
good
I love
guy.
the
good
thing.
Fucking dude.
He's a good dude, and I love that. He at one point he was the most subbed Twitch streamer
when Classic came out.
Yeah. And
my boy Ludwig's #1 stream
right
now, dude.
100K plus subs.
Yeah, dude.
That idea he came up with.
Air Cooters, dude.
That idea that he came up with like the stream goes on as many subs.
Yeah.
Is brilliant.
He's genius, dude.
I love that Asmongold specifically, like, that he could never stream again. He's well off. That he doesn't need money. He's not financially dependent on anything, and he talked about this on one of his latest videos. But he stays so humble. There's a lot of streamers who get
with his mom.
Yeah, still live with his mom.
I love his snack bin. His bin full of snacks he has all the time.
And I think that I don't care what anyone says. When you get to that level of fame, you change a little bit. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this live, and I don't mean it offensively. But, like, I don't watch Tim anymore because of that.
Fortnite really went to a lot of guys' heads.
I don't. I get you're rich and famous now, bud, and I'm proud of it. I've been there for a long time, man. I remember a lot of the old days, and I'm proud to see where you're at.
Yeah.
But now I don't need to hear about it.
Yeah, he just talks about it all the time.
I don't need to hear about
constantly.
I don't need flexes every day. I mean, yeah. I'm glad you're where you're at.
That's why. Have you ever watched Ludwig?
Actually, no.
Dude, he's like, he's my favorite streamer, and I've been watching him for like 2.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, that guy started from nothing, man.
Yeah.
And like grinded his way to the top. Like when he first started streaming, he would play piano. He'd do these piano streams, and he only knew 2 songs on the piano. And when a new viewer would come in, he would just play them those 2 songs.
I love it.
And then so they would leave and move on, and somebody else would come in, and then he'd play like those 2 songs or whatever. And like he just streamed like every single fucking day, dude. And like, you know, a lot of people, there's like a meme, I miss the old Ludwig, and it's like, no, the guy is so fucking, like, if you watch his streams, he'll make jokes about how fucking rich he is now and stuff or whatever, but like, it's so ironic, and like, it's just like, I think it's his way of embracing the obvious thing of like how much money he's making, you know, but he's gonna donate like $100,000 of all this money from his subathon to charity.
Yeah, I think that, you know, and that's the thing is like when I see these streamers I've been watching for a while, like I remember when Lyric got his big deal, and I'm like, dude,
Lyric's awesome.
There's not a person who doesn't
famous never showing your face on stream. Dude.
Yeah, who doesn't deserve it more, you know, and like
video game Donkey.
Even fuck, Donkey's the man. I fucking love Donkey with a passion.
Yeah,
dude's just oh my god. Anyways, like I love seeing these guys who've been grinding on Twitch for years and years and years and years, and you know they deserve the success. And you know I feel bad for people like Ninja, for example. Dude looks like he's holding on by a string.
Dude, it looks like,
and I don't know what's going on with him, but
I think, I don't know. I haven't followed it super closely. I just know that he's like, you know, 6K subs now.
Yeah.
And he's like a, you know, less than 10K Andy.
Yeah.
Which for being Ninja is pretty insane. He was playing with Drake.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's, you know, that's what happens when you establish your career on, which is sucks because Ninja did not establish his career on Fortnite. Yep. He played Halo and a bunch of other games
gamer
for years, dude.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't not play Fortnite for like 2 years. So all of his viewers and everybody that cared to watch him play other stuff, people got burnt out on Fortnite pretty quick.
Yeah.
The kid culture behind it and Green Day's American Idiot was a good album, but by the end of the year that it came out, I wanted to fucking stab you. If you turned on Wake Me Up When September Ends,
if I turned on 96.3
and put you in the dirt, bro, in a video game.
If I turn on 96.3 and they're playing Boulevard of Broken Dreams for the 9th time this hour,
wake up for the president, get mask. Like,
it's a great album, but
it is. It's a wonderful album. It was really fucking like a turning point for them. They really killed it with that one, dude. But holy shit, you can just blast it in my face so much that I'm just like,
that was the first CD I ever bought with my own money.
Yeah. Like, dude,
and then I hated it.
Dude,
it's just like overplayed.
You know, 12 years later, you know, Soldier Boy comes on, like, Soldier Boy up in this hole, watch me crank it. Dude, I'll get down to that now. I'll fucking bob my head to that. Like, dude, yeah.
But in the moment
I see
when
why
that
this
song
was famous, but when it first came out, I would, again, kick you in the nuts if you turned it on.
And I remember kids in the hallway on their phone, back when phones sounded like garbage.
Yeah,
like, crank this Soldier Boy. And I'm like, shut the fuck
it was just
up.
like, it was like the fucking internet delivered a lethal dose of Fortnite to everybody, dude. Like, my YouTube algorithm was like,
all
Fortnite. It's just everything.
You know what's fascinating, though? And I'm curious if we're going to see this trend with Fortnite. The trend we're seeing with Minecraft. The same thing happened to Minecraft, where, like, they got bought out, and then, like, you go to stores, it's Minecraft. Videos, it's Minecraft. News is talking about Minecraft. And then everyone was like, dude, I'm tired of Minecraft. And then it kind of simmered for like 2 or 3 years. But there were still people playing. And now, Dream and George Not Found and all those kids who are streaming, it's the biggest thing on Twitch aside from like Ludwig Killings.
So, because of... I don't think Fortnite will ever pull a Minecraft. I think Minecraft is like one of the best video games ever fucking made. And I think most of the reason that it's the best video game ever, one of the best video games ever made, is just simply because of all of the possibilities with it.
Yeah,
there's so many mods and so many different things you can do in Minecraft, and it's so kid friendly that you can give it to a 5-year-old and like they can play, have fun, and get addicted to it.
Yep.
And then as they grow older, they learn more about it, get into the modding part of it,
Join
and stuff like that,
communities
and the community part of it. Like there will never be that in Fortnite. Like Fortnite's got a polished, clean game. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Fortnite runs wonderful now.
And compared to all the battle royales that were coming out at that time, it was just ages better, bro. Like, I remember watching
Chandler and his brothers play PUBG and just being like, "Oh my god."
I think one thing too that killed Fortnite for a lot of people, and I see streamers bitching about this not only in Fortnite but in Call of Duty, is that what do they call it? Where you play against people your same rank. It's a term.
Oh, skill batch, save skill batch.
Oh yeah, skill-based matchmaking.
skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, I think that streamers have to realize, like Ninja, for example, and some of these other ones who are bitching about skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
You guys created that because you streamed these games and you made them super popular. And then all these guys and kids who are like, fuck, dude, I wish I was like Ninja. And they actually grinded hard as fuck. And now they're better. There's thousands of ninjas in Fortnite lobbies. There's thousands of your top, well, not your top COD players, but
these kids nowadays are cracked, bro.
oh, I can't play shooters anymore.
I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah, I can't.
They are
Dude,
way
they're-
better than me in
Yeah.
video games.
Way better. And that's the problem is I think that is what killed Fortnite.
Yeah.
Is everyone got super good. So the entry to play now is you have to be already good. Otherwise you're never going to win. I think that's what
Yeah.
killed Fortnite.
Well, and Fortnite sort of, I think, shot itself in the foot a little bit too with the balancing issues.
Yeah.
Like, as far as like competitive adult gamers go, they want to go in and you know have a gunfight where people are building shit all over and playing that part of the game. They don't just want a kid, 12-year-old in a mech suit, to just walk around the map and kill everybody. And like, yeah, they were catering to the younger audience because if the younger audience doesn't win games, they're gonna turn the game off.
Yes.
They're gonna play something else. So like, you have to have these overpowered Thanos gauntlet type things in the game that are like, yeah, 12-year-old, get this and just murk.
You're gonna
out
win.
people.
Yeah, you could
You'll
win.
Yeah, this is your chance to actually win that game because at the end of the day, they don't care if you win or lose, no matter what your age is.
No.
Because
They
they just
you,
want engagement.
yeah, and they want you
The
to
more
get that
you
battle
enga-
pass.
Yeah, the more you engage with the game, the more chance you have of buying skins and such. And I mean,
It just
it's a model everybody does. It's
Yeah,
not-
you
not
have to.
Fortnite, it's a villain.
you have to. And
yeah,
I guess the reason
games
why
as service.
yeah, the thing that bothers me the most is when these top streamers though are complaining about, you know, I don't want to get in every lobby and be shit
When they
on.
complain about anything, it pisses me off.
Yeah, I'm like,
We make millions.
I hate to say it though, guys. Like, you might not be able to create the content you used to
Yeah.
because you've created this now community where everyone is fucking cracked at these games.
Yes, you actually have to try it.
Yeah.
You can't just wreck a bunch of 12-year-olds and then compile that into a compilation,
Yeah.
post that on YouTube where nobody sees where actual good players killed you 10 times in every match or whatever.
Well, exactly.
And
Yep.
And then people come to your stream and now you're mad because you're losing and it looks bad for you because you're supposed to be the gamer that's winning, you know? And unless you're one of those people that's like, it's another reason I love Ludwig. He's very realistic about how good he is at video games. Like, he knows what he's way good at and he knows what he's not way good at.
Mhm.
And, you know, like, I love it. In his streams and stuff, people will just be like, oh, wait, why did you do that? That was dumb. And he'll be like, yeah, because I'm not good at the game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Fuck off.
What do you think I'm doing?
Like, I'm trying my best over here, but, like...
Well, and I think that's battle royales in general too. Is it's created that because like I don't know any creators who are like big creators who are playing team deathmatch or
Yeah.
domination anymore. So like
Because
Back-
it's too sweaty.
yeah, you know, back in the day, like you could go 25 and 0 and get a nuke in lobbies because there's just shitty people. But now, because of skill based,
you should play matched against the people that you're played with. That's like how the card games work and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you play. Like I love how Hearthstone. My friend was talking to me. I was like, yeah. He's like, you should just go play casual mode. And I'm like, no. He's like, why? I'm like, dude, because you have a invisible permanent MMR rating that it keeps track of, and when you queue casual, it uses that MMR rating to rank you. And like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Pretty good at fucking Hearthstone. I have a pretty good win rate. Yeah. So like, I get matched up against just like legend players every time I queue in casual. So I do not queue in casual, but like, I'm all for that because like, why can't the 12-year-olds and people like me that aren't good at shooting games play together? Yeah. Like that's who should be playing together. Like I don't want to play with some guy that can snap to my head in 0.1 seconds as soon as I turn the corner, because I will openly admit I cannot do that. Right. And that's not the kind of fun I'm trying to have.
And from someone who likes competitive gaming, I find it even more fun to watch skill-based matchmaking because you're going against people your same level.
And the most frustrating thing as well is that you should be less frustrated because you are going to get matched with teammates that are as good as you are. Like, that's one of the most frustrating things for people usually, is that they get matched up with people, and they do get matched with that 12-year-old, and that 12-year-old is just, throwing grenades at walls, blowing himself up, and you're screaming at him, freaking out.
So he's blind and doesn't have any thumbs, and he's going 0-14. And
isn't it better to get matched with someone with the same MMR as you? Because if you're so good, they're just as good as you, bro. Yeah. Like, so
you should be able to compete.
Yeah, there's no way that they got to whatever good rank you are by just throwing grenades at walls.
I think they're going to get rid of skill-based matchmaking because a lot of people
rage.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like,
people want the free kills.
I'm so tired of going in lobbies and I'm not doing 25-0, getting my Modern Warfare 2 nuke, you know, because that's just not the reality of gaming anymore.
Yeah.
There's not shitty people playing games anymore because everyone games. Everyone's put since Black Ops. I saw the turning point. Black Ops 2, when everyone started playing Call of Duty and getting into shooters.
Yeah.
Ever since then, no one's stopped playing shooters.
Yeah.
So everyone's fucking good now.
Oh, especially PC people.
Yeah.
Like, they're cracked.
Your average player now would go and stomp Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Halo 3 lobbies. Stomp them. That's your average player.
The snaps, dude. People are so fast. Their reaction times are out of this world.
Bruh,
Modern Warfare 2 was great.
It's my favorite Call of Duty.
I like Black Ops 2
multiplayer.
That was my favorite to play. They added a sick fucking mode to it. It was called like Supply Drop or something like that.
Supply Drop.
Where it would drop like insane perks that you would normally only get for kill streaks, and your team would have to like capture
for it.
It would be like King of the Hill for like 30 seconds, and once you like captured it, whoever was there holding the button down on it would get that fucking power up.
Right.
It was so fun to play.
Biebert says, "Hey, I'm that 12-year-old kid."
Hey,
okay.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
So I ain't good at shooter games,
dude. So I
used to be way good at them back in the day on a controller.
I was on a
Halo.
I was on a competitive Modern Warfare 2 team.
Oh, sick.
We were always like, man, we should all try out for Optic back when Optic was relevant.
Could you 360 no scope?
Oh yeah, dude, with the knife too. Come on.
Pog.
But then I played Modern Warfare 2. All my buddies switched to PlayStation. So I played Black Ops by myself. I was pretty good at Black Ops. Kind of started fading because that's like, high school, time to start working, time period. So I just didn't have as much time. And that's when I started seeing people like really pick up the rate. Here, you can have this one because I don't think I'm going to get to it. And I just... Oh, so what I was going to say is I picked up the most recent Call of Duty. No fucking way. Dude, it would take me 100 hours to even get a 1-0 kill death ratio.
I watch people fucking play Warzone, and it's like fast forward video game.
Yeah.
Same with Apex Legends was the same way, which is why I like Valorant and Counter-Strike, because there's a lot of like rotation and angles, and like you make footstep sounds when you run, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of slow movement.
Strategic.
It's more about just like your quick snap aiming and tactics.
I look at Counter-Strike and Valorant as chess. It's like a shooting
it's
chess
as
game.
complex as chess.
Yeah, because it's all about movement, strategy.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, if you don't know how to shoot, probably spend some time learning how to shoot. Usually when you're playing Valorant and Counter-Strike, everyone knows how to shoot pretty well. So it's just how can we work as a team.
Dude, I have such a good idea for a Counter-Strike game. So something like Valorant, but it's randomly generated maps.
That'd be cool.
So, because I think that's one of the hardest things to get into those games is you have to know every single map like the back of your hand. Like when somebody's like, they're headed down A main to ropes, you need to know exactly where that is.
Yep.
Because that's the game. Like you will win or lose whether you know where A main and the ropes are. And like you need to know all of those specific terms. Like every map has a place called heaven.
Yep.
Whereas like the upper part or whatever, there's the fucking like when there's like a little place, they'll be like that's elbow. You know what I mean? You have to know all of those terms. Otherwise, you really will just get the toxic side of the gaming community will come out and attack
the league
you.
players.
Like, you're not supposed to be here playing if you don't know what we're calling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so if you just had one where it was randomly generated maps,
would
be so sick.
Was that the original idea of Siege? I haven't played a lot of Siege, but didn't they originally want
Rainbow Six?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been it. Rainbow Six is another game with an insane skill gap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the balance is very good in Rainbow Six. I think they kind of the operators have too wide of a like. Why I like Valorant is that the skills that all the heroes have are all just kind of variations of the same skills. Mm-hmm. So like, this Phoenix got this flashbang grenade, Breach got this flashbang grenade, but they're just doing the same thing in a different
slightly
way.
Different,
yeah. There is utility pretty much. And then there's the ones that are like, the knife chick that does the crazy ult and stuff. But like besides the ultimates, nothing really like is broken. Like the hero's powers and stuff don't affect the game nearly as much as how good are you at aiming a gun at someone and pulling the trigger on their head before they do it to you.
Right.
You know? And like
I think
Siege, Valorant's going to continue to grow.
I think you're 100% right. And I think Siege could be a huge competitive scene. I mean, I know it's super popular. Siege people are Siege people.
Yeah, that's all
they die by that game.
They live and die by it.
But like you said, the skill gap for that game is really high, and it's not.
You also have to know the maps too.
And it's like you said. I think that if they could figure a way to balance out their characters, or even if they just made like a lobby or like a version of the game that's like ranked or whatever, and it's default operators. That can make that game awesome. Yeah. But that takes away from what Siege is. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, or like have it so like everybody starts out as like just a blank slate operator, and then there's like a skill pool of all of the different equipment and shit that you could have. And let each team ban like two different things, and then everybody just like picks the equipment that they want,
And I would
build a team that way.
I would like that, or I wouldn't even hate like Counter-Strike's thing. Like, okay, well, like if I pick, I think one of the guys' name is, I don't remember.
Yeah.
If I pick someone and it's like, okay, these are his things, but you have to earn money every round, kind of like Counter-Strike, to be able to get like a certain
economy part of it.
Yeah. Because I think that then instead of just loading into each map and having everything at the ready, you have to be strategic about saving for your gun, saving for your equipment. Maybe this round we have a jammer. Maybe the next round we don't have a jammer.
Yeah.
I think that could be cool, but the way the game stands for me, it's
Yeah, you get everything. You get all of your utility every round, no
Yeah,
matter what.
tough.
So yeah, it's like I do like some of the ideas in it though, like being able to put those metal barriers
Mhm.
up and block off doors and walls and
Try to funnel
and stuff,
traffic.
and like, I mean, they've definitely like. It's pretty mind blowing, like how good the sound is in that game. Like you'll hear somebody walking above you, and you can just shoot through the ceiling
Yeah.
and kill them. You know.
and I like that they do have operators that have come out that are like, one of the operators is gosh, I wish I remember the names. She's a woman operator, and her whole thing is she flies solo. Like you go, she's like super stealthy, and she has a pistol, and you go and try and just assassinate people who are out of position.
That's so sick.
And I'm like, that's dope as shit. Like, because for some people, maybe they're just better at, hey, I'm gonna go do my own thing. You guys do the
Yeah.
team thing.
Because, dude, you know what I think was the first taste of Counter-Strike that people got, or that type of gameplay, that it's no wonder that that's kind of what's become what blew up? BRs in Halo.
Yeah.
The no shield BRs, one headshot kills,
SWAT.
two. Yeah, SWAT.
SWAT. Yeah.
That was all about aim.
Mhm.
It was all about angles. It was
strategy.
basically Counter-Strike on consoles
Yeah.
before Counter-Strike came out.
SWAT was my favorite one because
for sure.
it took what was awesome about Halo and made it into a strategy where, because like, I mean, Halo has strategy when you're playing like team deathmatch, but the problem is like, okay, if I have the BR and I get 2 taps and dude has a rocket launcher, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
But if we're all playing on the same ground, who's gonna outsmart who?
Yeah. Dude, I thought another good idea too for a game would be, you have a big map, dude. It'll be like 2 city blocks of like buildings or different stuff, or military base or whatever your map would be. Maybe like a moon base or something, because you could do cool shit.
Yeah.
But like each team has like a pool of like 50 lives each, and like when anybody dies, they just take 1 life from that pool and respawn. After like, a timer, maybe like a League of Legends type of timer.
Okay.
And there's like a terrorist and counter-terrorist, just like in Counter-Strike, but there's multiple different objectives all over the map, and there would be different ways for the counter-terrorists to like kind of like ping and see what area they're in or what, but like it would be like this competition to like stop them from completing all of these objectives in these areas, and then like it would end up with this choke point at the end where there's only one objective left.
Right.
You know they're there, they know that they gotta go there, and like you just keep then that pool of lives matters, because it's like, how many lives did you have by the time you got there? Because you're gonna finish everything because the map's big, you're gonna get the kills you need, whatever, to finish all of those objectives, but it's gonna at the end lead to like a final death match at this final objective, and like you will get that sick
That's
paced,
cool too.
rotating Counter-Strike gameplay, but you would get this really badass fucking like operation type feel happening before it.
Well, too, that would be fun to play and watch, because like, okay, let's say you play super conservative as the counter-terrorist and you have a high pool of lives remaining.
Yeah.
But you let the terrorists push all the way, so now you have to really
and
hope that your conservative play.
Yeah, and they'll have like a lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
Because there'll be like a time limit or whatever, so you'd have to be you couldn't just camp or whatever, But like, then it would like, we let them take this objective because we were in like a really bad position. They got there before us or whatever.
Right.
And then like you could have like all sorts of different things to interact with on the map, like you could put like bombs under cars or something, and like,
what game I wish would have gotten a little bit more flushed out and had like a multiplayer that, I mean, there's ways it could have happened, but it didn't. Payday.
Oh, dude, I always kind of wondered about that game.
Like, did you ever play it at all?
No, like, what even is it? What is it? Is it third person?
No, it's first person.
Okay.
Is it third? I don't know. But the whole objective is like you're a crew and you go in and you rob places.
Yeah.
I always thought that they could put like a crazy multiplayer twist into that world where, okay, let's say
It's a single player game?
No, it's
Okay.
like team. Like if we play together, we work as a team, but it's
Oh.
against NPCs. AI.
Oh, okay.
I always thought it would have been cool if they would have thrown an aspect like, okay, you go in there, you set up to do your robbery, right? Because you would do like drills that take a certain amount of time to get into like saves.
Yeah.
But then like the cops or whoever they called in that game show up and it's another team of 5. So kind of like the Siege mentality, but there's a clear, instead of just go in and like save a hostage, it's like this whole entire randomly generated, kind of like we were talking, but it's like a cop robber type thing.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been cool, but they never did anything aside from, hey, let's just send a bunch of AI.
And you could have it so like if civilians got killed in the crossfire or something, like the more so if like you were the bank robbers and you started like shooting hostages, it would like increase the urgency.
Yeah.
And like eventually they would get like SWAT gear and shit to come in and try to stop you with.
Yeah, and like the more crazy you get as like the robbers, the more like reward you would get at the end, like experience or money or whatever, whatever currency's going on. I will say though,
Start a game company, man. We got some
right?
good fucking ideas.
We need to be the brains behind it. We need to hire some dudes who got that fucking code.
We're just game designers. We're gonna program.
I will say though, I think that we're with Valorant, and then I didn't play that third person game that came out that was a shooter, but that one looked pretty good. That was pretty vague. Sorry, it was like, what company made it? Hold on. I will.
Was it the really futuristic one? No, that was first person.
New third person shooters. I think it might still be in a beta. Hold.
Because the only big game that I know that's third person that's come out recently is that Valheim game everybody's been playing.
I played it.
Is it cool?
Yeah, it's really
It's like
cool.
Minecraft, World of Warcraft, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what game this is. I'll just skip over it.
Yeah,
It's
no worries.
like, yeah, it's like combining Minecraft with like Vikings with exploring dungeons a little bit.
See, I think it's really cool what people will build in games like that, but I usually tend to find that building a base is just tedious and boring.
Yeah, I'm not a base builder.
I always just build the generic,
Four structures. and-
forts, a big cube.
Yeah.
If I need more, I just
Build
a
up.
second floor,
Yep.
another cube.
That's mine too. I think Valheim has a lot of potential, and
It's in early access.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's. I thought it was not like a full release. Right?
no, it just depends on where they go with it. Because right now, with it being in the early access, there's 4 or 5 bosses, and like if you want to get to the last boss and actually be able to kill him, you're in at least 100 or 200 hours. So
That's like a Monster Hunter.
yeah, and it's very grindy. That's why I haven't committed. Is because like the only way I'm going to commit is if I have people to play with. Because I just don't think it's, to me, it doesn't seem like a fun game to like grind just by myself.
Oh yeah, no, it's a community. It's a social game.
Yeah, like have fun, like go out and fucking, because like the more people who join, the harder shit gets.
Yeah.
Which is good. Let's get into our Burning Crusade.
Dude,
talk, though.
yeah, I was about to do the same thing. So did you play Burning Crusade?
Yes.
Okay, so I did too. That was where I started playing WoW. I didn't play Classic. I started playing during Burning Crusade. So
I was pretty deep into BC, so I got everything done except the last.
Sunwell?
Yeah, I went 5 of. Is there 11 in there? I can't remember.
I don't even think there's that, dude. I think there's like 8 or 9.
I was 5 of whatever it was.
It might even have been 6. It's small. It's a smaller rate.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, that
Yeah,
that
never
boss,
got him.
He was like harder than the last boss. He
Yeah.
had the hardest DPS check they've ever put in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Because you would fight him like normal, and then once I think he had 2 health bars, or like once he got to like 30%, he would like break. He was like that purple weird shape thing, and then he would like break and turn into like a giant void walker or
See, I never
thing.
even got to that phase.
Yeah. When you did that, you had like, a minute or something to kill him, and it was like insane.
Did you get done with
DPS.
Sunwell?
No. I just knew people who rated it and done my research into it. But yeah, that was like the hardest DPS check they had ever done in World of Warcraft. And then right before Wrath of the Lich King came out, they nerfed it. So a bunch of people.
So we were talking a little bit before this, and we didn't want to get too deep into it without being live, but we're both kind of on the same feelings of BC right now. Because you weren't about Classic, right?
No.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you guys. So my objective in Classic was to go and get to AQ and kill the twins. That was my whole reason I wanted to play Classic. And I did it. I did it. And then Nax came out, and like my guild fell apart, and I just was like, I don't want to continue. I'm playing the most played class. I'm not really.
Yeah.
I don't want to dedicate hundreds of hours to farming.
They didn't do Nax right either. The fact that you still need like world buffs and stuff to really clear bosses.
Yeah. Well, that's what's killing Classic. That's why people have fallen off of Classic, was that the world buff is so toxic. So the server I played on, I'll give you this insight on. I don't remember what it's called. Sorry, if anyone's watching from the server, post it. But it got to a point. So I quit after we cleared AQ. Nax was like 2 weeks out. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And one of my good buddies still plays, and he is in one of the top guilds on the server. They clear Nax in like an hour and 40 or something like that. They're also known to be the most toxic, because what they do is they'll mind control the guy in Orgrimmar so people can't reset, and then they'll just camp it. So now it's not even Horde and Alliance, it's Horde griefing Horde for best times.
For the world buff.
And trolling.
Yeah.
And like doing shit with like Songflower and stuff, and I'm like, it's just that's not I don't know.
Yeah.
The trolling, I'm sure, is fun for those guys, but I don't want to rely.
Imagine being on the other end of it.
Yeah, I don't want
to play.
I don't want to rely on me not getting world buffs and me not being able to go fucking raid Nax this week.
Yeah, they should have changed that. They should have balanced Nax. Like,
I asked my friend about it because he plays Classic full time, and I'm like, dude, how's Nax been? He's like, oh, I haven't been playing. I'm like, oh, like I thought this was gonna be everybody's chance to raid Nax, and he's like, no, they didn't change anything.
Yeah.
You still need to go get like a bunch of world buffs before you raid, and they're like impossible to get if you're not in one of these guilds. So
great.
What I thought they should have hotfix is just when you zone into Nax, you should just get all the world buffs. I was like, because no one is enjoying that grind. But the problem was, like you said, people needed the slap in the face.
Yeah.
People needed to realize that we didn't want, like, Classic. I enjoyed Classic for the most part.
Yeah.
But I quickly realized.
I have a fix for it.
Okay.
World buff fix. When you kill the world boss, one person in your party that kills it has to be like a party, or no, how about this? It drops some dust or something when you kill it, and that dust can be used by a profession to make like a cauldron type thing that will give that world buff to everybody in the raid party for like 5 charges.
Kind of like a feast, right? Like the feast they did.
Yeah, exactly. But it has like 5 charges. So like you would just go get all the world buffs once, and then you would be set for like the next month and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like you could go and get another one whenever you could squeeze them in. It wouldn't be like, oh, we don't get to play this week because we're
locked out of world buffs.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about BC, because I was deep into BC. Like I said, I killed Illidan. I played a warrior. I had the offhand. I never got the main hand.
Nice.
Our guild saw 3 offhands, not 1 main hand.
That is sad.
Yeah.
That's
And the only
depressing.
reason why I got one is because both of our rogues got the offhands. And I was a
Yeah,
kind of a
they should have.
floating role.
They should have maybe like done a quest line later in BC that let you turn a offhand into a main hand or something.
But I see a lot of things that are going to be like I'm definitely playing. I've already committed.
Mm-hmm. You already have the character.
Well, I'm
too.
going to do a different character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a boost if I play.
Yeah, I'm going to as well. I want to play a Resto Druid. I'm going to do a Resto Druid because when I played back in the day, I played Warrior, and I loved, like, 2s were what I played a lot of with Arena. Warrior Resto Druid was the broken meta. I want to be a Resto Druid because it looked way more fun.
Yeah, dude. If I play, I'll play a rogue again.
Yeah, rogues
Because
are
rogue or resto shaman because
Yeah.
Chain Hill is pretty broken in BC. but-
Rogues are broken in BC.
Yeah, that's why I want to play
Yeah,
one.
Rogue would be fun.
And they're doing a late patch to start with as far as balance goes.
when I read last,
Commit or eat shit.
me,
No, I don't know. You just said commit or eat shit. I think that BC, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm not looking forward to. Because I will never switch to a PvE server. I don't play PvE. I think that a lot of the fun I have is PvP.
Yeah,
Just because it has that aspect. You go out in the world and you know what? You might get
it's
fucked
gotta
up.
be a balanced server though.
Yeah.
It's not fun when it's everywhere you go is evil.
Yeah.
There's no allies everywhere, anywhere.
That's what
a
happened
really
to
bad
our
feeling.
server.
That's what happens to a lot of servers.
So what happened to our server is we were the destination of all the alliance that were on Fairlini and the other 2 or 3 big streamer ones
Yeah.
who were getting 8-hour queue times. We were the home for all of them. So there was a big migration. Our server used to be, I think, 60-40 Horde. When the migration happened right during BWL, it was
Yeah.
like 78 Alliance. So like
That's rough.
we didn't raid for weeks.
That's rough.
Tuesday night was like,
Imagine the number of trolls there would have been just
Oh,
out murdering.
troll raids. There was raids. Like their whole thing was we got shit on our servers by Horde, so we're gonna make it so you guys don't get to play. I have VODs up of us like that first week when the big migration happened. It took us 3 hours to get into BWL.
Jesus.
We called the raid
It's
because
not
like
fun.
they literally like you know Blackrock Mountain, you got to go up the chain to get to
I do know
BWL.
where it is.
And there was alliance from the doors, like hundreds,
Just
all
walking
the way
entire
through.
way there.
all the way through.
Yeah.
So it was death runs if we
That's
wanted to get
why
there.
war mode's sick.
Yeah,
So just
war
put
mode's
war
good.
mode. Because like then when you want to play, you want to raid, just like hey everybody go turn war mode off and we're gonna go raid. And then as soon as you're done, go switch it back on. Go
Yep.
have your fun. But like
that is toxic as fuck. Holy shit.
Here's what I see the problem being with BC though, in my eyes.
okay.
That first initial night's going to be awful. We all know that.
Oh yeah.
The Hellfire Peninsula, like that little gorge, that's going to be awful.
I won't start playing for a couple of weeks for sure.
Oh God, I know. I think I might just jump right in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate myself, so
you can stream it. It's
yeah,
fun, it's content.
yeah. I hate
So,
myself, so I'm just gonna go.
yeah, no.
But I think long term dailies are gonna be toxic. I hate dailies too.
The Isle of Quel'Thalar.
Yeah. It's gonna be toxic, but the problem is I know that the Blade's Edge Mountain one and the Sethic whatever dailies give you good rewards for raiding.
Yeah.
But I just know they're gonna be camped, and Throne of Elements is gonna be a big problem.
They should probably try to implement zoning
Yeah.
and like have war groups again and like limit the number of people that can be zoned into an area at a time.
Is it called layering? Are they gonna bring back layering?
Zoning.
Oh, is it zoning?
Yeah, you like so like when you enter like an area, you would enter into like an instance of that
Yeah.
area.
Okay. Yeah.
With like other people that are also in that area, but then like the other people there would be in an
a different
It
instance.
didn't, yeah, and if they're on the same server as you, you would see them.
Right.
They would be in the same war group as you, so you would see them too.
So
But-
I don't know. What are your concerns with BC?
So one, getting the attunements for all the dungeons is pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like in order to do the heroics, you have to like do a bunch of grinding in the normal versions of them.
Get all the keys.
It's just not, it's not fun. And, I don't know, man.
I think with the age of gaming we have now,
Yeah,
I think the content's going to be too easy.
yeah, I think because they did the Burning Crusade, the Black Temple throwback raid where
Yeah.
you could unlock the transmog for demon hunters,
Right.
and I don't think they balanced it any different. I think they just squished your stats down when you went in, and yeah, as long as you were with a group of people that knew how to follow basic instructions and not just tank and spank stuff, because some of
Yeah.
those fights do require mechanics, you know. But yeah, it was very easy. The design is insane. Like the Black Temple is one of the coolest raids
Yeah,
I've
Black Temple's
ever
dope.
made. But yeah, I think I don't know, man. Like I think a lot of Burning Crusade was really grindy, and
I think
it's
I'm
got its good parts though, dude. I don't know. I see it both ways. There's parts of me that are excited that they're doing
I'm
it.
excited for it for sure. What I'm worried about though, at least for me specifically, because I did all the grinds. Like that was when BC came out, that was right when I was at the age and like the mental capacity to really start understanding WoW.
Yeah.
Like I played WoW Classic. I mean, I played vanilla, but like I was like 10 or 11. I got carried hard.
Netherwing dailies.
Oh yeah. Oh, to get your fucking. Oh, I forgot about that. The eggs.
I'm gonna fucking throw up even thinking about doing Netherwing dailies.
That's how you got the 310, right?
Yeah, and that's how you got those cool dragons.
Onyx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you had to. The eggs were part of it, and then doing the time trial for like.
Dude, there's a quest where you go out onto like a dock, and these dragons fly in from far away.
Yeah.
And if you're melee DPS, it's so hard to do when I did it. Hi again.
Hey.
But yeah, it's like that's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough. I forgot about those.
The world bosses are also gonna be really brutal. One of the best melee weapons you can get at the beginning of Burning Crusade drops off of the Hellfire Peninsula.
Yep.
World boss, that really Kingslayer, the one-hander.
Oh, drops from him.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Fell Reaver?
It's not called Kingslayer. It's called something else.
No, it's the demon guy.
Oh yeah.
The Fell. Wait, no, I'm thinking. Where is the giant Fell Reaver?
Giant Fell Reaver's in Peninsula.
It's not a world boss. No, it's just a giant elite boss mob that walks around and kills people.
Oh.
The only two world bosses in that area is one in front of Black Temple, the giant
Down
Elemental.
Shadowlands, yeah.
and
Or
then-
Shadow Valley.
Yeah, Shadow Moon Valley.
Shadow Valley. Yeah.
And then the guy in Hellfire.
Oh yeah,
Peninsula.
yeah, like up top, like
He
above,
looks like Archimon, kind of.
kind of above Thrallmar, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, it's like a big giant throne. And
I just like I think my biggest fear, because like it's really gonna depend too when everything comes out. Because if all we're getting on initial is Kara and like Gruul and maybe Mag,
you'll get Karazhan too.
yeah, Karazhan, Kara, Mag.
Oh, you said
yeah.
Kara.
That shit's gonna be cleared quick. Kara is not difficult.
I think Black Temple will be out at launch.
I hope. But there's so many. What about Serpent Shrine and Mount Hyjal and the Eye?
Those were all after, weren't they?
No, those were before Black Temple. There's Black Temple, then Sunwell. Because Illidan was like the final guy, but then people didn't want. Wrath wasn't ready.
I thought, yeah, okay, my brain's just broken then. Well, then no, they'll probably go live with Mount Hyjal and Karazhan then, because
I
there'll be
hope.
the 10-man and a 25-man.
Yeah, because I mean, Gruul and Mag are cool, but those are just like, hey, let's go get our loot for the
There's-
week.
Yeah, there's no way they'll do that, man. I think that they'll have to do a full raid.
Yeah.
And the 10-man one doesn't count.
No, because you could. I anticipate being able to walk into Kara and get
Mount Hyjal for sure.
and at least get half the raid done on that first like couple weeks of everyone hitting
Yeah,
set.
and Mount Hyjal is all based off of stuff in the Caverns of Time instance already. So
which is dope. I like that area.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's what'll come out.
Because I think what's going to happen with Kara is I think, unless you're like super sweaty, I imagine that people are going to get to the time boss, the one that's where all the mana worms are.
Yeah.
Then that's where everyone's going to stop for a couple weeks until they can get the gear and then roll past him into the last guy. Because everything after him isn't too, besides the one dragon dude that's
Optional.
the split staircase dragon optional boss, he was dumb. He was too tough to be there.
He was optional.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of my
I
projection.
don't like the
is,
chess fight.
yeah, that was kind of dumb. I like that's one of my favorite artworks in Swords though, because I like really weird weapons.
Yeah,
I think that was called King's Defender.
that's the same model as the one in Hellfire Peninsula. It's just like a recolor.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I always thought that one-
Kingslayer. That's what I was saying when I was saying
Gotcha.
King's Defender. Yeah, that's the same.
I always thought that one looked dope because it was like
So cool.
red and like
and
fucking-
it's like connected with gravity.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
But I still don't know. Like I remember Serpent Shrine being kind of tough, and I remember Mount Hyjal being pretty tough.
So Serpent Shrine wasn't very hard until like the last
Yeah.
2 bosses. The lurker below was kind of hard, but again, optional. But like, I don't really remember. I remember that elemental guy,
Mm-hmm.
the water elemental guy near the end of Serpent Shrine Cavern being pretty hard,
Yeah.
and then the last boss
Was tough.
was brutal.
They nerfed her.
a bunch.
Yeah. And
Like,
then
it was insane.
and then the eye is gonna be tough because what's his butt? Is that Kel'Thuzad?
Kalthas.
Yeah. He was broken for a long time.
Yeah, it's so cool. Such a cool boss fight, dude. One of the coolest boss fights.
Picking
I've
up
ever
the
done.
weapons
Yeah,
and
where you
shit.
get the legendary weapons. So sick. And it auto equips them and shit. It's such a cool fight.
Black Temple will be relatively tough depending on what your gear looks like. I think it will be the push, kind of like how AQ for Classic, like a lot of people struggled with the twins into Cthulhu. I think people in
So-
Black Temple are going to struggle with
the big red guy. The big red guy that gets enraged.
Oh, I didn't.
The blood boil.
Yeah, probably
whatever.
him. I was thinking about the council. That one was
Oh,
really
that'll
tough.
stop people near the end.
Yeah.
The last 2 bosses of that place. And also Mother Shiraz
Yeah.
or whatever. She's like, you have to have very geared tanks for that boss fight. She
May-
does like big, huge fucking cooldowns on them.
So I think all of that as a whole is what I'm worried about. Is unless we don't get nerf shit, I feel like people are gonna walk through Mount Hyjal because that place wasn't difficult.
No, it's sick though.
Yeah, super cool. And then I think people will clear Serpent Shrine pretty quickly. I think the eye will get cleared, and then we're gonna have to wait probably for Black Temple because that's how it happened back in the day, right? Is Black Temple came out as like its own patch, and then like 3 or 4 months later we got Sunwell.
No, you have a whole nother raid you haven't even thought about.
Which one?
Make you think about it. You'll remember. It has a mount in it that they took out of the game that everybody fucking flexes. They remade it, and then they put a different version of that same mountain that you can get.
Oh fuck! What am I
It's
missing?
Purple and ugly.
Purple and ugly.
Yeah, the other one was like red and yellow.
Okay, let me go through my brain of locations.
You will remember this, dude.
Okay, the eye was up in the top.
Yep.
Blade's Edge had Gruul.
Yep.
The Underbog had Serpent Shrine. The Grand didn't have a raid. Right? What am I missing?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Dude, you can't do this to me. You can't do...
It was timed.
It was timed?
There was a certain boss you couldn't fight if you didn't get there before an hour.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell you, and you're gonna be like, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you. 5 seconds. I'll give you 5 more seconds to think.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Was there not a lot of loot in there?
Oh, there's some of the coolest loot they did in BC in there, I think. Dude, there was a sword in there that was like treasured by everybody. It was one of the coolest swords they've ever made.
Okay.
It's called like, I think if I say the name of it, I'll give it away. It's called like Jirok or something. Is the name of the sword. It's like a claw.
I thought Mount Hydra was the time one.
That one's also timed. They did 2 timed raids.
Okay, what is it?
Zolaman. The troll dungeon. It's a troll raid.
The Amani Warbear.
Yep.
How could I forget about the fucking Amani Warbear?
I gave you all the hints I could.
Oh my god,
Dude, where's my phone? I want to look at this sword.
Dude, I'm fucking smooth brain. Straight smooth. Yeah, Zulamon was... Okay, so because did they remake Zul'Gurub too? In BC?
No, just Zol Amen was a new
Right.
raid.
Same area where like the Blood Elves are, right? Like the further down, like the second starting zone or whatever for Blood Elves.
The Ghostlands?
Yeah.
The Ghostlands, yes.
Yeah. I can't believe I forgot it. I never got Monty Warbear, by the way.
They remade Zolaman as a 5-man.
Is it Zolaman?
It's a heroic only dungeon.
Right.
And it's timed like the first one. And then they added a
That raid was
more,
actually kind of
to the
tough
end
when
of
it came out.
Oh yeah, it was a cool ass raid with
Yeah.
all the armor too.
And oh yeah, that's right, because that had the dope ass... Oh my god, hold on. Google, where are you at?
If you're about to look up the 2-handed sword that I'm looking up right now,
No.
I'm gonna be okay because it's been so hard for me to type this in with one hand.
The Helm.
It literally came up immediately. All I had to type in was 2-handed. Dude, this
Yeah.
with the mongoose
best.
enchantment on it.
Probably one of the
Yeah.
best swords ever programmed in the
So
game.
my friend, I did a Zolaman raid. We cleared it. My friend's a paladin. That sword drops. He whispers me and he goes, "Curtis, if you ever want to be my friend again, you're going to give me this sword right now. No questions asked." And I just looted it to him, logged off the game, and was like, "You owe me $25 to change my character's name right now." Because I wasn't even in a guild at the time.
Yeah.
And I just ninja'd it, dude. I did it as the last piece of loot and
Oh
just
my
gave it to my
God.
friend and fucking
I love it.
heartstoned out.
Maybe it wasn't from there. The helmet I'm thinking of has that like red and gold color, and it's that super like tribal one, and it has like the 3 like
Is it plate?
yeah. Has like the 3 like weird top parts. I love the art style of that because it just didn't look like anything that's been in the game before.
Yeah. Yeah, all the troll armor is
Yeah.
like bizarre as fuck.
What were all the bosses in that one? Because yeah, the time thing was to save the
To
prisoners,
remember
right?
This
Yeah,
one.
that's the one.
Yeah, oh shit,
Yeah, that one's like one of my. It doesn't fit with anything unless
Amani
you have.
Mask of Death. Yeah, you need a whole. This was the set.
Yeah, super sick.
Yeah.
Super sick. What were all the bosses in there? So it was because the time was
There was like a bird guy.
yeah the bird yeah, and you had like
Yeah,
thunderstorms.
there was a bear guy.
Yeah, and
And
that bear
there-
one was tough.
Dude, I'm having a hard time even remember that.
There
right?
was because you went in, wrapped around the boulders to the eagle guy, back to the bear guy, back around the corner to like the spirit dude. Was there a tiger guy in there too? Everything starts merging together. We're talking about content that hasn't been
There's
relevant.
a bear avatar, a lynx avatar, a dragon hawk avatar, and an eagle avatar, and then there's the guy at the end,
Right.
the shadow guy.
And it
or
was
whatever.
timed. If you could beat it in the time, that's how you got the Amani Warbear.
That's how you got the extra loot.
Yeah.
Was, like
'Cause
a
it was-
whole
separate loot table.
'Cause
that
isn't
you would
the-
get items from?
Isn't the lore or something like that? Like he's
gonna execute.
Yeah, he's
somebody.
executing people.
Yeah, he's gonna execute somebody.
what you doing? We're talking about some World of Warcraft, the OG. I don't know, man. The more we talk about it, the more kind of hyped I get.
Yeah, it's just the time sink, man, is what
Yeah,
steers me away from it because like
professions were annoying in that one too.
you have to. It takes a lot of time to do anything in Burning Crusade. So, like even the raids are long.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, Car is a fucking it's 14,
Yeah,
14
takes
boss.
forever. There's so much trash too, like the whole ballroom area.
Iron Chef. He plays Age of Empires. Age of Empires 2. And he's pretty damn good.
Crusader Kings is better.
What's Crusader Kings? I don't know what that is.
It's a game kind of like Age of Empires.
I feel like that's a what do they call? Fighting words.
Yeah, no, they're both good games. I just like Crusader Kings because you can do really fucked up shit in that game, like inbreed your royal family and shit like that.
Did you see the Hidden Cup Age of Empires 2 tournament? Dude, it blows me away. We're in 2021. It just finished last week. Prize pool, 70 grand. Age of Empires 2.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's big
Dude,
again. It's huge.
That's like more money
Yeah,
than like
60K.
95% of all melee tournaments
Yeah.
ever.
The guy who streams it, T90 official, shout out my guy. He peaked at 60,000 viewers. Age of Empires 2.
That's sick.
Yeah.
He streamed that and got 60K?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dave, let me try to get my best one.
Sheesh.
No, it was cool. I've always played.
Dude, that's pog as fuck, bro.
I grew up playing H2, and the dude who ran that channel last year, they were pretty successful. I think the prize pool was like 15, and this year just because Microsoft just released new content for Age of Empires 2, like 2 months ago. They created 2 new races.
Wait, like the game from 15 years ago or whatever?
The definitive edition.
Yes,
Just, yeah,
that's insane.
yeah. Microsoft sponsored it. Like Age of Empires 2 might be like really making a comeback.
Dude,
Imagine the company making the games you like to play actually sponsoring the tournaments for it. Damn.
What happened with Blizzard just canning a bunch of their pro scene?
Activision.
Excuse me, yeah.
Money,
Activision.
money. They're not Blizzard. They're Activision Blizzard now.
But why wouldn't they want to be in the esports scene?
Because it wasn't making money. Dude, they put so much money into that Overwatch League, dude.
Yeah.
The return they got on that was not.
Well,
what
it's because they
were
waited
expecting.
too long.
I don't even think it was that, man. I think it was Overwatch. Overwatch is a hard game to Overwatch.
It is a hard game to watch.
Dude, how the fuck are you supposed to see what's going on when everybody's doing this?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what viewpoint you go to, they are fucking doing this. And it's not like Fortnite where they can do this and you can be
See.
back and seeing them. It's
First person.
It's a first person, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're doing this Genji flying around," and it's just like he just got 3 kills. It's like
He did?
all I saw was fucking motion blur, dude.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that because the times that I tried to watch Overwatch competitive, I loved the layout and structure of it.
Yeah, it was clean.
I
It was
love
organized well.
I
well
love the
produced.
idea of cities having teams. Like get
Yeah.
behind your city's team.
Yeah.
But watching people play Overwatch, the only time it was even like okay to observe
Yeah.
was when they were in like panned out cameras.
Yeah.
But that only gave you like a little bit of what's really going
and then
on.
they go back to the first person view and
Yeah.
be like, please,
Yeah.
if I have to watch this Hanzo
Yeah.
fucking peek this corner one more time going 90 miles an hour, I'm going to lose my fucking
Or you're
mind.
watching some guy play Tracer and you're literally just getting
Dude,
fucking headaches.
Yeah, there's only been like 2 pro.
Tracer players ever. Such a cool character concept, but
Yeah.
so hard to play. And they just broke every other character, so.
I got 2 things that we definitely need to talk about since we're both Blizzard fanboys.
Yeah.
Diablo 2.
Okay.
and then Diablo 4. Okay,
Rogues, bro.
let's start with Diablo 2 because I didn't realize that we're not getting Diablo 2. We're getting the expansion pack.
They changed it.
Oh,
So originally it was all of Diablo 2 and chapters, like a piece of the DLC, and then there was outrage about it.
thanks for dropping by, my guy. I'll talk to you later. I want to play
Dude,
some games soon.
What does he play 1v1s in?
Age of Empires.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah, man. Does he stream?
Yes.
Dude, send me a link to his shit. I'd love to watch some Age of Empires. It's been a long time.
Not only has he been streaming, but he's been killing it lately.
Dude, is that? Oh, Iron Chef with a 1.
Yep.
His name's right there, dude.
I'm
gonna follow him right now.
because I thought that we were just getting the Lords of Chaos expansion. I thought we weren't getting any of the original Diablo.
No,
2.
you are.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes. We don't even need to talk about it. We can just sit here and be like, we're excited. Because I love Diablo 2. I put in. I mean, I never got on to like multiplayer level.
You just got my Twitch Prime.
Oh, nice. He definitely deserves it. Iron
Yeah,
Chef's the man.
For sure. I'll check out his content later. I don't have to watch ads.
I love Diablo 2 like everyone who played, and I think that it coming back, are they going to HD skin it, or what are they doing as far as...
There are two options. You can play with the HD remaster, or you can change it back to the original graphics.
I like that.
They're also going to, I can't remember, I was reading about it. Oh yeah, being able to let you port your characters from the old one over, pretty sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you have a character from...
I do. I still have my...
You can
It's attached to my fucking Battle.net account.
Yeah, you can move it into Diablo 2 remastered.
Oh my god.
That's pretty
I'm gonna
sick,
go
huh?
shit on people.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the multiplayer and actually make it work? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because I know that it worked. I was too young to understand how to make that work.
Yeah.
But when I try to revisit it, people were still grinding Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And there was multiplayer options, but it was kind of set up weird. And I never got to see really how it worked. So, okay, well, Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Where do you sit on what's been released?
Dude, we're sick as fuck.
It does.
I think they absolutely have to knock it out of the park with Diablo 4. Otherwise, and I think it might be too late for a lot of them, people are just going to keep playing Path of Exile.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And, like, I don't like Path. You're welcome, my homie. Primers, dude. Twitch Prime for life.
For life.
I always save that primer for a smaller streamer. Because, like, fuck.
It
I
means
love you,
so
Ludwig,
much more.
but you don't need my fucking Twitch Prime, bro. Dude, this is a promise, Iron Chef. You have it next month, too, dude.
Woo, 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 woo.
Iron Chef is also a dope show.
Yeah.
People are so good at cooking.
Oh, dude, cooking is crazy.
Crazy. But, dude, how shitty was the BlizzCon presentation, though, man?
Just no...
Like...
I get that it was during COVID, so they...
How is your biggest announcement that we can play the games you made in the 90s?
Yeah.
Like, and now with a new feature, you can save and load your game.
I'm just blown away that we didn't get a lot with Overwatch 2.
Dude, it looks sick.
Yeah.
I'm hyped that they embrace the fact that it should be a PvE game.
Well,
the PvE looks so cool, and the PvE that's been in Overwatch is fun as like a one shot. You do the little mission where just waves of enemies run at you and just let you obliterate them or whatever.
Yeah.
But that whole idea of like embracing that team aspect of the Overwatch team and fighting like these big villainous corporations and shit, cool.
Well, and I don't care what anyone says. People can argue with me or not. Blizzard's creative team, when it comes to lore, is one of the best.
Yeah, their art and story. Is
Wow,
amazing.
World of Warcraft's story, even where we're at now, if you take it from a different lens, don't look at the video game, look at the stories that they've created over the past 20 years. It's great fantasy.
I'll give you this. I'll give you that, man. But I have to say an exception. They did my girl Sylvanas so dirty, bro. They did my girl Sylvanas so dirty.
I'm glad I really didn't
Like-
pull the trigger on my Sylvanas sleeve.
Dude, exactly. That's my. There's so many people with big Sylvanas tattoos, man. And like, I saw somebody that got one, and they got X's tattooed through her eyes. Like,
Have they committed though? Is she going to rebound and be like a bigger picture?
So what has come out of it now is that yes, what she was doing was for an overall good purpose, but she didn't care or take anybody's life into account when she did it. So she didn't care how many people died or whatever because she thinks. My friend explained this to me the other day. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed. Let me remember.
No, you're good.
She joined the jailer because she wants an army that's strong enough to fight the Void or something from the Void or something like that.
Okay,
And like,
that's the real threat.
yeah, was that was like her? I have to get recouped on it. But like, yes, they are trying to spin it that like, yeah, it's Sylvanas. She's edgy and ruthless, but like at the core of her
She's doing
belief,
the
she
best.
is trying to do what's best for the long-term future of Azeroth. You know, and it's like, yeah, you did your best, but her burning down that tree is just like. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think Sylvanas would have done that, dude.
No.
Like, I just don't. Like, I think she would have killed some people and, like,
Sure.
you know, gone to war with the fucking Alliance, dude. Like, she's pissed. I fucking get it, you know? Like, the attack on the undead when they got to meet up with their families and stuff. Like, I get that. That makes sense. But her burning down a city with like kids in it
Didn't
and
make
shit
sense.
does not make any
'Cause that's
sense.
never
at
been
all.
her
That's
character.
not Sylvanas. She's not like gonna run around and shoot a baby in the face with
No.
an arrow. You know what I mean? Like,
Strategic
she
war.
killed so many kids and families doing that,
And
it's
it
just
it
doesn't
didn't fit
make
the character.
sense. Like, why? Why? She said she needed to kill a ton of people to send them all to the maw because she was like planning this all out.
Why didn't
And
they
it's
just
like,
talk about it?
well, why'd you need to kill a bunch of kids,
Yeah.
dude? Like, kids aren't gonna do shit in the fucking afterlife, homie. But like, yeah, but I do agree, like, the story, man, the arcs, like, how cool was it when fucking Thrall fought Garrosh, dude?
Dude, it's
And like cheated.
Yeah.
Cheated in the fucking fight because he just knew. Like,
He knew he couldn't
I
compete.
can't. He uses magic.
Yeah.
He's a fucking shaman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he used to be like a enhanced warrior. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, he's just not that way anymore. And like, it was just so cool for them to like play off of that. Of like, yeah, there's these traditions and there's all these things that we adhere by with honor and stuff, but like, this guy
right.
is just evil. And like, he did everything without any honor over the last. I trusted you and like
Right.
gave you the fucking horde, and you did this. And like, dude, like, when he's just like, and it just pans back and just shows that lightning strike Garrosh, and it
It's
hits
so
him.
good.
It strikes him so hard he like flies up in the air, and then a fucking hand just grabs him, and like, it's so good because like Thrall just gets to walk right up to him and get like 6 inches away from his face and just be like, you know, whatever he said, something great.
Yeah.
dude. Just like, dude,
Epic.
you are done, bro. Like,
And I know Deathwing, a lot of people hated it. Cataclysm as a whole, the story was a little iffy. I felt like the lore was still kind of cool. The writing was still good. The panning, what they did with the game at that time, not so great.
So
Even though I kind of like
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one question. What did Firelands have to do with Deathwing in the story of Cataclysm at all?
I don't know.
Why'd you go there?
Yeah.
What was the point?
Wasn't it because we thought the elements were coming back, and that's where they were coming back? Like the Ragnaros and his crew were resurfacing. Isn't that why we went back to Firelands?
Did he like work for Deathwing?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It was very unclear. I think you were just there to kill Major Domo.
Yo, your boy looks like an untatted Oliver Skies.
Oliver Sykes.
The lead singer of Bring Me the Horizon. Hey, I have a tattoo. It's a Dark Souls tattoo.
Dope tattoo.
It's a cool sword with a bonfire.
Is that a compliment or is that a?
No, that is a compliment. Ollie Sykes is a badass.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. I didn't put my Oh, dude, his neck tattoos are so sick.
Yeah, it is an absolute compliment. I appreciate it.
No,
Ollie Sykes, what a cool dude. But yeah,
Cataclysm wasn't great, but I still feel like, I mean, even like Legion, the idea of Legion was cool on paper, I thought. Just didn't pan out as a good game.
I like the legendaries.
Yeah.
It was kind of sick. How you got them was kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I knew people that I raided with that just never got the legendary they needed until like the end of the expansion.
And you just wrap it up.
Like, shit, man. Really sucks for you.
So a couple things with where WoW's at now. Sylvanas isn't going to be a raid boss. I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
So is Jailer the end of Shadowlands?
I know.
It's going to be the Void, right?
I think Jailer will be the next raid. So, do you remember when Sylvanas broke that dagger?
Yeah.
And that old god broke out and went to the Void?
Yeah.
So, I think that is going to be the final raid boss. I think that old god is going to bring the Void to Azeroth and try to kill everybody. And Sylvanas is going to... You're going to kill the Jailer, and the Sylvanas will like take control of the Jailer's armies or something, and you will go fight the...
Are they going to sell out with the Void, and they're going to try and bring back like Yogg and Cthulhu or something like that? I could see them trying to pull something like that.
I could see them trying to bring back like maybe some insane lore that like the soul of demons go to the Void when they die, so you fight like a crazy Void resurrected version of Kill Jaden or something.
That would be kind of sick.
That would be kind of sick, dude.
Yeah,
like
I like that idea a lot.
What it should be, dude, is it should be a council boss fight against all of the major demons you've killed. So like Archimond, Kill Jaden,
all the big ones, yeah.
All the like major ones, and then like you could do the cool you could do like a really cool raid where it was like every single last boss, like the last wing of it was like Void Lich King, Void Yogg, Void fucking
insert any name really. Like
yeah, the end bosses.
Yeah,
like main raid
sick.
bosses, and like yeah, like you like go into this weird fucked up Void version of the Frozen Throne. It's like the ice is purple.
Is the current Lich King gonna have any play in this expansion?
Bulwar?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. He's leading the Death Knights now. So if you don't play Death Knight, you don't know anything about him. But yeah, if I would highly recommend going on YouTube and searching like World of Warcraft Death Knight lore.
Oh, so he's totally running the whole...
Yeah, he's floating around in that fucking...
Like the starting
Nox thing. Yeah. Yeah, he's in charge of them now.
That's cool. I like that. Is he? Because I thought for a long time with the way they made him look that he is going to be a boss. Because he looks like he's going to be
I guess he's not technically floating around in it right now. Because in the lore or whatever, he's in Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Chilling at that place. But it's kind of weird if you go to the Death Knight place, he's in there too.
It's strong, right?
Great World of Warcraft.
He's a Lich King.
The holes we don't try to poke, you know?
Yeah, you know, we try to
It's a
keep
video game. We
Yeah,
know.
there's things we don't gotta
You can't
worry
get
about.
everything, right?
No, I don't know. I'm curious and I know that we're far away from this, and this is greedy of me to talk about, but
Do you think they'll fix stuff in classic Shadowlands? Is that what you were going to ask me?
what do you mean? Oh, like 15 years from now,
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna fix all the lore.
All the problems will get fixed.
No, what do you think is gonna be after Shadowlands? Do you think they're gonna keep going?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a few years ago that I'm pretty sure it was like 2 or 3. It was right when Warlords of Draenor came out. They had 4 expansions ahead planned, and 2 of them already in production. So like art was starting to be drawn for them and stuff, and they had 5 more.
Oh, so we still got
in the hole that they hadn't even thought about.
I
So,
kind of.
like, I think they said it was in 2018 that there would be at least 10 more years of World of Warcraft expansions. And then the first comment and top rated comment on it was, maybe I'll have the Headless Horseman now by then.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what happens with BC sales and how many people actually return. Because we all know what the biggest thing is going to be, right? It's going to be the Wrath Classic. Because that's when WoW was at its peak.
It's the best.
It's when...
It's the best expansion.
It's...
I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, it's where... It's where...
That scared me for some reason. You know, other people are bound to be here.
Yeah, I got family. It's when WoW was like... Everything about WoW was perfect. I mean, well, as perfect as you can get.
Ulduar.
Yeah, Ulduar is the best raid that's ever been created.
Ulduar.
It has
Ulduar!
It has a built-in difficulty based around
So
what
good.
it was the perfect raid.
What? Did you really press that button? Didn't you read it said do not press this button?
Did you ever go back and get Memoron's head?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
I went back and got Invincible, too.
I got Invincible.
Dude, that took longer than anything I've done in World of Warcraft. I had to clear Ice Crown Citadel 25 Heroic 400 and sometimes. It was over 60. 460 something
okay.
times.
Well, let's talk about my luck then. Okay, I got Invincible under 100. I'm well over. I think last time I'm not current. I'm not playing anything right now.
Yeah.
I had 700 attempts on what's his butt to get the fucking Phoenix mount from BC. Never seen it drop. And I'm close to that same number on Mimran's head.
Laugh. I can't do it.
Same level on Mimran's head. Haven't even seen it drop. I was clearing them on 11 characters.
Mimron's head is annoying to get to because you got to do the Flame Leviathan.
It's a whole
every time.
fucking...
You got to do it every fucking time.
That
bro.
whole... To try and go farm that mount is literally like
There's
2-hour commitment.
Some gimmick there's a gimmick you can do with two characters and extending a raid lockout. You just need a friend to do it. So like
I never
you
did
like
that.
you go into the raid, you clear to the Vizax,
and you save that lockout,
Mhm.
and you log onto a different character, and then you have that friend zone into the raid with you on that character, and then save you to it, and then leave, and then you clear Yogg, and then log in on another character and have your friend come in, and it would save you to that. And then I think they fixed it actually. I don't think it works that way anymore, but it was like a way for you to not have to clear the whole raid every time because you had like an extended lockout saved at the second to last boss. But like, yeah, I did Ulduar right into the fucking ground, dude. And they had so many like cool gimmicky achievements and shit you could do that were like, this is pointless. You get nothing from it other than 10 achievement points. But it's like, kill this boss without ever touching a bomb. Okay, well, let's try to do that, guys. It's our 50th time killing this. Let's try to not get hit by a bomb.
It just made it fun.
We changed it up.
I even really liked Nax in
Dude.
Wrath. I thought
It
that
was
was great.
sick. It was the
fun.
immortal and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, have I ever told you my fucking story of
Yes.
how I lost my immortal?
Yeah.
Fucking druid, dude.
You also last time told the story about the guild leader's wife cheating, and that was fucking great.
Poor fucking guy.
That guy, R.I.P. to the dream. I hope he's okay. I hope
Yeah.
he's living.
I hope he found his another WoW wife.
Yeah, everyone needs their WoW
God
life.
damn. Poor fella. Yeah, Nax was really sick. It was a chance for everybody to play those fights in a way that they actually stood a chance.
Yeah.
Like the safety dance, dude.
Mhm.
Like I had a guild that would actually play the safety dance every time, like a clip from it. So it'd just be like, as soon as it started, just be like, "You can dance if you want. You can leave your friends behind."
I just think that Nax was like in Wrath.
Yeah.
It just
Did you go do the special secret spot on the safety dance where you didn't have to move at all?
but
yeah.
it kind of ruined the
Cheese rules.
yeah
bro.
cheese. You gotta cheese it. We also did the cheese on the Lotheb. There was a spot.
The
on
spore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a cheese on that one as well.
Well, fuck that fight.
I think there was a cheese on Thaddeus too at some point.
Not that I know of. You had to sit in a bundle on both sides and crisscross.
I thought there
and
was
switch.
some you could cheese. I don't know.
You can't cheese that mechanic. I know that the positive negative shit.
Right.
Like that was a.
Had to happen.
How dumb can you be to not get that right, dude? Like they would do like blue diamond on the positive side, red on the red X on the other side. The buffs were blue and red. Like you don't even need to read.
You don't have
Just
to
like
think.
if you look up, be like blue, blue.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Go
good.
to blue. If you look up and it's red, fuck.
Looks like I gotta
Fuck,
go to red.
I gotta go to the red, bro. This isn't fucking 3D glasses. Like, you gotta fucking do it.
What else was in Wrath? So we had Nax, we had Obsidian Sanctum.
It went Nax, Eye of Eternity. Those were the first two raids. Malagos was such a cool fight.
Yeah,
where you gotta
Malagos
ride
was
on the
dope.
dragons at the end.
Loved it.
So cool. People were so bad at it though. Couldn't believe how bad
Which blew
people
my
were at it.
mind.
I'd always do pugs, and I would just make people /follow me.
Yeah.
And if you didn't /follow me when we dropped under the dragons, I'd kick you from the raid. and
I
get
love that
someone else.
two-handed staff that dropped in there.
Dude, I
That
love
just
the
looks sick.
fucking sword Hellbreaker.
Yeah, yeah.
Ice sickle one. All of the loot from that raid is so cool. I have the mount from that too. The Azure Drake.
Yeah, I got
have the
Azure
blue
Drake.
Drake too.
From the 5-man, right?
Yeah, the
yeah.
10-man one.
Oh, yeah, the 10-man.
Yeah. And then it went Eye of Eternity, and then it went Grand Crusade,
Yeah.
Trial of the Crusader.
Which was, you know what? For being a small raid,
Yeah.
blast.
No, wrong.
Wrong.
Ulduar was after.
Oh, I thought you were saying it
Next.
was bad.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I liked it.
Ulduar, Obsidian Sanctum, Eye of Eternity was the first three, and then Ulduar came out.
Yeah.
That was the first big raid
And it
that
was-
they added, and it was blew everybody's fucking socks off.
Yeah, it was way
so
better than anyone was expecting.
fucking good. And then they did Trial of the Grand Crusader,
Mhm.
because that was prepping to
Go into
raid
Lich King.
Ice Crown
Yeah.
Citadel, and then ICC, and
Mhm.
then wasn't there another raid after?
And didn't they do like
ICC?
Ruby Sanctum?
Ruby
or something like
Sanctum?
that?
Yeah, another one. They had another portal there to do
Yeah, they
another
never
raid
did
there,
one.
and they never did. I feel like we're missing one. I feel like there was one more raid.
No, I don't. Ulduar. No, I don't think we're missing anything. 'Cause there wasn't one in either two starting zones.
There was the Vault of Archivon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that counts. Get our loot, our free loot for the week.
Okay, here we go. They remade Onyxia's Lair.
Yeah.
So we got all the major ones. So it was Naxxramas, Obsidian Sanctum, Eye of Eternity, Ulduar, Trial of the Crusader, Onyxia's Lair,
Ice Crown Citadel, Ruby Sanctum. So yeah, they gave Onyxia's Lair as a filler in between Ice Crown Citadel and Trial of the Crusader because Trial of the Crusader was only like 5 bosses.
Oh, yeah,
or
by the
whatever, and
way,
there was no trash.
You can laugh at me at this too. I'm over 1,000 kills on Nixie to get that mount. Never seen it. Never seen it once. So,
Dude, you wanna know what the rarest mount that I've ever gotten is? You won't believe me when I tell you this.
I only have one flex mount, and it's the weirdest story. I can tell you after whatever you're gonna. God damn it!
Do you know where you get that?
Is that the fucking wait?
It's a Warlords of Draenor world boss, Rukmar, the big firebird that flies around
That's not
in the
the one
sky.
I was thinking.
Yeah, so it's as rare of a drop rate as the Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent, and I got this on my first kill. I did this world boss for the first time.
Did people tell you to just
Dude.
uninstall?
So I was trying to do it, and I fucking lagged out, dude. I was trying so hard to get a group to do it because you had to like shoot the boss down out of the sky and do it.
Yeah.
And I finally get a group to do it, and I'm lagging out, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lag out.
Right.
I was trying to get a ring, you know.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Follows.
Whoop, whoop.
But I'm lagging out, dude. Just trying to fucking throw some hills out, like flame shock it. Just try to get a tag on the boss. You know what I mean? And I freeze completely, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. Not touching it. Like, I'm just gonna sit.
Let it be.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait. I walk outside, smoke a cigarette because I still smoked at the time, and I came back inside, and my character is still frozen, and I'm like, fuck. And like 5 seconds later, the game's just like, you know, fast forwards a bunch of times, and then on my screen it lights up Solar Spirehawk, and I got fucking like 10 whispers from people that are just like, "Grats, dude, that's so sick! Oh my god, what the fuck? That's insane!" And I'm just like, "Oh, sick! I got a mount. Like, nice." And I asked some guy, I was like, "Is this really hard to get or whatever?" And he was like, 0.01 drop rate, dude.
Yeah, that's when it clicked. Like,
yeah,
oh, I don't.
like, yeah. I was like, oh my god. I thought about it at the time. I should have gone into my statistics and screenshotted.
Yeah.
Where it said Rukmar and then
Just
bet on the
one.
mount, you know?
Hard
Because, like,
flex.
it's like, that is so fucking lucky. It's insane.
The only mount that I really have that is a flex is from a weird situation.
Yeah,
I have the woolly mammoth from the TCG.
yeah.
So what happened, and this is even, I don't even know what the chances of this. So my grandma, she knew that I played WoW, but she didn't know what WoW was. She has no idea.
Yeah.
So she was working at somewhere that sold cards.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, and I didn't even know at the time that there was trading cards. I had no idea. I knew that there was a guy in Booty Bay that you needed codes for. I didn't translate my brain at the time.
Sea turtle and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So she, like, for Christmas, like, I open it up and I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't even know.
Hi, chat.
I didn't even know there was cards. Like, what are these? And I'm like going through and I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, these have codes on them.
Yeah.
And there was 10 packs in there. And I pulled the woolly mammoth one. And I'm like, oh, it's a mount. Oh, that's cool. I'll go type it in. Probably shouldn't have fucking typed it in. Because that card itself unused is like super expensive.
Yeah.
I think Spectral Tiger is like
Well, that's
10 grand.
Yeah,
but
the Armored Spectral Tiger is going to be the most expensive one.
But I think that
you
woolly
get both now too.
I think that woolly mammoth is like a $500 card.
Yeah, not even the code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only
You
flex
want
I
to see
have.
something insane? Look at this. It's the only one that I found ever. I gotta find it. It's gotta be here. Shit, that's just for the mount. $10,000.
Ooh. I would. Can you even buy the trading cards anymore?
No, they put them out of print forever ago as soon as they made Hearthstone.
You know what's funny is I have the cards upstairs, and some of the cards are 100% copied from that onto Hearthstone. Oh shit!
Unscratched code.
Whose is this? Yours?
No.
Oh,
Fuck no, man. Are you?
how much is that card? Oh!
$34,000.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
Where's the camera? Right here.
So it's a PSA 9 Spectral Tiger Mouth, unscratched code, meaning that they got it graded without activating or damaging the card, right?
Yeah.
And it was in good enough quality that PSA was like, yeah, this is a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's probably the only one that exists, I think.
Is there
So-
any other cards that are worth a shit in the WoW TCG as far as, like, collector?
No. Not really. It's just the code cards. Here, let's look it up. Most expensive non-loot card.
The problem, what bums me out about the original WoW cards, I was the only person I knew who had any. I never played the game.
Alright, I lied. Immediately this came up. $470 for a copy of my Ev Shadow Song.
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Do you know if the original game, does it play exactly like Hearthstone?
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, they different keywords, and some of the stuff works with, like, tapping type interactions that wouldn't work in Hearthstone. But yeah, there's have you ever looked at the list of cards that got ripped straight from
Yeah, I have a couple.
Hearthstone?
I
to
have the Sinjin Warrior card.
the Shenzhen Shieldmaster.
Yeah. And when Hearthstone came out, I was like, oh, I have that card. I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't realize that they were pulling from it, but I guess it makes sense. I
Yeah.
get that's a good
A bunch of
transition.
artwork they took too.
Yeah, that's a good transition, and something we wanted to talk about was Pokemon.
Pokemon's in the shitter right now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Really sucks right now that you can't even get your hands on a Pokemon card
Without paying insanely scalped prices. Like, it's fucked, man. It's super fucked up. And the most thing that pisses me off is that when I was a kid, I was able to go to the store and buy Pokemon cards. I didn't care what fucking kind they were. I just wanted some.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, they are making these for a younger audience more than they're making them for you, and those kids aren't even able to fucking open the goddamn cards, is super frustrating. Like, fuck off.
I realized there was a problem with the McDonald's stuff. I didn't realize that there was people legitimately throwing hands for Happy Meals.
That went so bad for them, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing that I think people need to start realizing now, okay? The way that we're acting towards Pokemon cards isn't going to increase the value of these new cards.
No.
It's going to ruin the market.
Yeah.
Because all Pokemon's going to see is like, oh, well, we'll just keep printing more.
Well, they
and more
printed
cards.
more cards. They've already said they did.
Yeah.
Like they opened 2 new factories.
Yeah.
So the biggest, largest major factory for printing trading cards has an exclusivity deal with Magic the Gathering. They
Yeah.
signed a contract with them in the 90s to, like, basically all of Magic the Gathering cards get prioritized over Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But It's
Right.
the same company that prints most of them, and they opened 2 new factories just to print Pokemon and some Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have an issue like we do with
No.
Pokemon. And they did that whole announcement saying that, like, within the next few weeks, we're going to start shipping out tons more Pokemon cards so that the shelves will be stocked and blah, 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 and you'll be able to get them. It didn't do anything.
Well, what's going to be funny, though...
It just put more stuff on eBay.
Well, what's going to be funny... Well, I guess this isn't funny.
I agree.
This is
kind of funny.
my dick outlook on this is the fact that all these people who are going to scalp, there's going to be a turning point where they all end up with product that no one's going to buy.
Yeah.
Right now, people are making bank.
Right now, you're making bank. Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, when Champion's Path came out, I talked to a friend about it and was like, "Yeah, I wish I could just buy a couple of cases of that and flip them and make a bunch of money." Next day, hey dude, so I bought 3 cases of Champion's Path for like $1,800. Like, what do I do with them? And I'm like, sit on them.
Yeah.
Sit on them. Wait for that to go out of print, dude, because as soon as it does, that Charizard's gonna fucking skyrocket. Because there's 2 Charizards. Like, the fact there's 2 Charizards in there is a game changer. Like, Evolutions is good because there's a Charizard in it.
I think there's 2.
Well, there's the
3
other
in
Charizards that are worth money too, but the
full art.
no, it's just the regular.
Oh, the OG
reprint.
rebrand.
The OG one.
Okay.
Because that people can't get the OG one anymore, so that is now the unlimited Charizard. Like the Charizard you can actually afford is now the Evolutions Charizard. So that or whatever, but the fact that there's 2 banger cards that are Charizard in that set is going to be great.
I just don't think people realize what they're doing with this market. You know, it's the Shining Fates the Shining Fates Charizard right now is a fucking the black and white shiny
chunky Charizard.
Yeah, that one's fucking like a PSA 10. I think is going for $6-7 grand last time I checked.
Dude,
that's not going to be a reality though when all these reprints come out. Because I mean, if there's 10,000 shining Charizards, no one's going to pay that price.
Well, and that's what I was saying to my friend about the old school Charizard from Evolutions. Is I was like, yeah, so they stopped printing Evolutions, and the price skyrocketed on all of those cards, right? Dude, I just realized that drinking a Red Bull at 11:50 is just.
Oh yeah, that might be a bad idea.
But like everybody that pulled that card, because it's not a secret rare, it's just a regular rare in Evolutions. So like a bajillion people have one of those in their binder because it was worth nothing. And they just kept it. So now that someone told them it's worth $2 grand, they are all going to send them in to get graded. And when all of those Charizards come back, the price will tank a little bit. So here, I want to look this up. We're going to go to this.
I just don't think that there's any way that we're going to maintain this. And it sucks because you know what? I don't have any desire.
Yeah, no, the price has gone down on that card a lot, then. It's selling for like $1,000.
Yeah.
PSA 10, the chunky Charizard.
These are the sold.
Yeah, the black and white chunky Charizard.
Yeah, these are the sold listings for it.
Yeah.
Who bought one for $367?
Oh, no, not that. Let me see it again.
Oh, they bought a raw one, not graded.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Hold on.
Yeah, this is the one from the Shining Fates set that just came out.
Which one am I thinking of? Hold.
You're good.
Oh, the Hidden Fates Charizard. This one.
Oh yeah, the Charizard GX. Yeah. Yeah, you can also get that one from or it's a Japanese one. Never mind.
But look, that one's dropped. That's a 9, and that's $800. That a 9 like 2 months ago was in like $1,500.
But I mean, you know that here. Let's look it up, man. PSA, because this is how I look up prices of cards every time. PSA 10, Charizard.
Yeah, I just go to eBay and see what actually sold.
Yeah, just go to sold listings. Yeah. That's what I do too. Because a lot of times if you just Google it, it'll show you some that are like, yeah, it's $1,500 today.
I don't know, man. It's a weird. Dude. But going to like scalpers and stuff, the thing that bothers me, the same thing that bothers you, is like both of us have collected Pokemon on and off. I would say probably our whole life, right?
Yeah.
Like I've always bought packs. Like I got some shit in there that I want to get graded that are from random obscure boxes that haven't been out since like 2010.
Dude, sold today for $600. I have that card.
Here, go through. I don't think I have anything super
Yeah.
obscure beside this stuff unsleeved is irrelevant.
Yeah.
And there's a couple sports cards in there that
Whimsy
probably are
card's so cute.
probably irrelevant. But
Yeah. What were you saying?
the stuff about the scalpers really bothers me just because
It's frustrating.
I want to be able to go and buy a $50 box and just see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't even do that now. I have to buy $100 box for double the price.
The Hidden Fates box that my what the fuck was I about to say?
Your fiance?
No, there was something else I was going to say before that.
Mm.
I don't know. But boxes are going for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
like
way more than they're supposed to.
the Hidden Fates box.
Evolution's means.
Yeah, I like him. The Jesus Christ, my brain just smooth. The Champions Path boxes right now, you can't touch them for under
Dude,
like 110.
and the shittiest thing about them is that every other card in that entire set
Garbage.
is dog water.
Yeah,
Except
just
for the
straight-
Charizards.
Straight shit.
There's not even a card that's worth more than $10.
No.
It's insane. The full art lands are going to be what ends up. Put the Charizard up here where you can see him, so you don't have to go searching for him.
The pretty boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him here. We're gonna do this because it's just sports cards after this Whimsicott and Copperjaw. So we're gonna do this, and then when people want to see your Charizards,
They're just like, hey,
they're right there, bro.
You guys want to see the flex?
Yeah,
Alright.
that is.
We're
the
here with the flex. I have a couple.
That's sick.
I have a couple in there that I think are still value. Just
I think these will end up being the most expensive cards in Champions Path besides Charizard.
because those all the people who actually play Pokemon will want to get the nice.
Yeah, it's like the full art lands.
Yeah.
Dude, do you not do the bruh?
No, that case fell today.
Oh, so just kind of booped them
Yeah,
all?
switched them
Oh,
all.
well, I'll be happy to tap them for you.
Yeah. Oh, the bruh from
Max?
yeah, Max is my favorite Pokemon opener.
That's great. Ooh, scary. That's so sick.
I want to get his big nuts shirts.
Yeah, his big nut shirt. Yeah. I wish I could have gotten the Goblin Gold one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There's a bunch of cards I didn't look at.
I have a Lugia in there somewhere.
This Tapu Lele is worth
little.
a fair amount. It used to be worth way more when it was standard.
Yeah, because everyone fucking used that Tapu Lele.
Yeah, it was really good. Hot 15 is super cool. Oh, that is very cool too.
Yeah.
Again, like not a card is worth a ton of money, but like as
Cool
many
to
who are
have.
that are collectors, like that Grim Tutor is sick too.
I pulled that. So I never had bought any fucking.
Dude.
I had never bought any of the collector packs of Magic.
Yeah.
And I went into one of the local places and I look at the guy. I'm like, I'm in the mood to go after some chase cards. What should
Yeah.
I get? And he's like, buy these. So I bought one pack and pulled the Grim.
Dude, I bought This is the only card I want from Vivid Voltage.
Yeah.
You lucky mother.
Oh, me and my fiance got big fat gay Pikachu.
That's so sick, dude. I honestly, this is cooler to me than Big Gay Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's ACN, and it's a sick, amazing rare art. There's a Sword and Shield base set. There's a gold ACN card. You seen it? Show you.
It's funny. So me and my fiance have this joke, right? Where I guess it's not a joke, it's a reality. She has the stupidest luck I've ever seen of anyone who is collecting Pokemon. And
people that usually don't care that much are just doing it for fun. They
Yeah.
truly, genuinely don't care if they get what
Yeah.
they get. Are the people that get the most lucky.
Well, and she wants to get good cards, but she like we don't have a passion of like making money off this. We're not like trying to fucking be rich from Pokemon cards. So she goes in there and the joke is she's like, "Hey, let me see the packs." Oh yeah, I have seen that. That's sick.
So that's the collector's one that they did, and then this is the one you can get from the actual set, which I think is better.
Yeah, that looks way better.
Yeah, it's
You can actually tell.
yeah, which
But
is
I like
why
the black and
the
gold.
black and one's of the
Is the
promo.
black and gold one from that like box
Premier
that like
collections? Yeah,
I want one of those just to fucking have one of those boxes.
yeah. $560 later, you'll have one.
What is that scalper price though?
And Max bought it like a few weeks ago, and he paid like $450.
How much are the promos worth?
You can get a decent chunk of your money back. I would say probably the cards, just the promos and stuff, are probably worth like $300. So then if you don't pull anything good from the packs, which fucking he pulled another Marnie,
I saw that.
son of a bitch. It's alright. It took him so long to get that Charizard.
Isn't that
I think
Marnie
it's
like
fair.
1500?
Yeah, it's insane. Because Marnie is
Debate.
a Rule 34
Yeah.
whore.
Yeah, Rule 34.
Everybody wants the Marnie. They all just want Marnie to deep throat them or something.
Okay, well, you know what? It makes sense.
Yeah, except for I think she's like 14 or 15.
Hey guys, probably don't Rule 34 kids.
Yeah. Like, they really just do it without thinking about it. And then you're like, well, she's the same age as you, and you just left on your journey.
Hmm.
Like, her brother is a gym leader who gave her a gym just barely.
Yikes.
Yeah, dude.
Do you play any of the games? Like the video games?
Yeah, so they keep track of your time of how much you've played on Sword and Shield. It only goes up to 999 hours and 99 minutes. And I've played 999 hours and 99 minutes. I don't know how much more I've played than that, but yeah. So I love shiny hunting. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and I'm just like
Chilling.
yeah. Sometimes it's just nice, to just babe.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And just fucking shiny hunt, man. And like, Sword and Shield got a lot of complaints, and I don't think it deserved as much hate as it got. Like, I think it's a fine Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like, the last shiny I hunted was Regieleki, the new
Yeah.
Reggie. Yeah, it took forever.
So,
I
okay, I
don't-
haven't played Sword or Shield yet. Is every Pokemon in the game?
No.
How many is it?
A good amount, like 600.
So you could get 600 shinies?
Yeah, 550, 500 and something.
Oh, yeah, I could see
So,
how
like, they added the original game when it comes out, like, the raw vanilla version has 400. So, like, half. And then the first expansion adds, like, a good chunk of them. And then the second expansion adds, like, a few more regular Pokemon and all of the legendaries. So, it's fine. And I think they'll add all the other ones left in the,
I don't have a problem with that, personally. I mean,
mhm.
I don't need every Pokemon in
Yeah,
every
no,
game.
and it's obvious that they're doing it to start to make some more money
Yeah.
because they're all about that. They've been selling you the same game for twice the price for years now, and you've all been doing it. So
You know, I never thought about, I don't know why, but Pokemon as a business entity, isn't
Mhm.
it like 2 or 3 billion?
it's the biggest media corporation in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, they not the sorry, that's the wrong way to word that. The biggest franchise,
Yeah.
entertainment franchise in the entire world.
Which is
So,
just,
yeah, they're insane. Pikachu be everywhere, bro.
cheapy. We better have some good luck with this Hidden Fates box.
And I seriously agree. Like, I really hope you guys have good luck too. Like, send me pictures of whatever you guys pull.
Yeah.
But I just think that it would have been nice to get every Pokemon, but I feel like that's going to be their end goal. Like, I think with the Diamond and Pearl remix, they'll add the whole Pokedex to
Yeah.
it, so you can transfer your Pokemon over or whatever. But yeah, I got like so many cool shiny Pokemon just sitting in Pokemon Home that I can't move over. It's like
How many shinies do you think you have in Sword and Shield so far?
I think last time I checked, I had close to like 250.
That's impressive. That's a lot of shinies.
Yeah.
How do you do it? I've never played.
So it just depends on the shiny. If it's like a regular Pokemon, definitely Masuda method eggs is the fastest way to do it. So like, do you know how that works?
No.
So anytime you breed two Pokemon together from two different regions, the chance of them being shiny goes from like 1 in 8,000 to like 1 in like 4,100 and something. It's like half or something like that. And then there's other ways in Sword and Shield to get that even lower. So like, I don't like how they did it, because normally it's they would do like a catch combo or an encounter combo, where it would be like Poke Radar stuff. That's more complex though. I'm kind of glad they didn't do that anymore. But you know, you'd encounter like a Nidoran, and then every time you'd encounter Nidoran and not encounter or knock out a different Pokemon, it would like increase a multiplier on you finding a shiny one. And in different forms of that, there was like the Poke Radar, which would be like you'd have to follow, like you'd encounter a Pokemon, knock it out, and when you'd come back out, there would be like 3 little things of grass that would like wiggle, and you'd walk to the closest one to you, and then you would encounter guaranteed another Nidoran. And then they would call it, it was chaining, something chaining, SOS chaining. So you know those group battles, where you'd get like 4 Dittos that would attack you or whatever. So the idea would be to knock out all of the other ones except for one, and causing them to SOS and call 3 more in. So then you'd get to the chain combo that you wanted, and then you would SOS 1 Ditto or 1 Nidoran or whatever, and it would just keep calling 3 more Nidorans in, and all of those had a chance to roll a shiny.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one way to do it. But in Sword and Shield, Masuda method's definitely the best. Like for Regieleki, I had to literally in order to encounter it, there's these dots on the ground, 9. There's like 9 dots, and you have to run in a shape on them, because you know all the Regis have the eyes. You have to basically run their eye pattern on it.
That's cool.
And you'll encounter it, and then you encounter it, see if it's shiny, reset the game. Run the little path again, see if it's shiny, reset the game. And you could knock it out too, and it wouldn't count it as an encounter. You could knock it out, but people...
Can you only have one encounter?
Yep. Or no, just, when you say that, you get to catch it. So like, you could encounter it 1,000 times, and if it whites you out every time, it'll still be there. But if you found the shiny one, you'd have one encounter with it, like a regular shiny encounter. Yeah, so if it killed you or you knocked it out or something, you fucked.
Oh, you can never see another shiny?
You'd have to roll another one.
Oh, fuck. I gotcha.
Yeah, so once you leave combat, for whatever reason, if you didn't catch that Pokemon, that specific one, it's going to re-roll the stats when you encounter it again.
That makes more sense.
So, like, you couldn't, like, encounter the shiny one, run away, save your game, and then encounter a shiny one every time after that. That's not how it works, That would be very sad if you thought that's how it worked, and then you did that.
That makes more sense, okay, because, like, I'm on Pokemon TikTok for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I see people actually knocking out their shinies and just losing their shit.
Oh, that would be sad.
Yeah. That's a bummer. I want to close out on one thing here, and we can kind of call it, because it is getting a little...
It is getting pretty late.
It's getting a little late. You talked about dabbling your toes a bit into music.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear more about that, like, as far as, like, what got you into EDM, and then... kind of what you're doing with it, like,
as true as it is, man, it was a girl. Like, I met this girl the end of 2019 on Tinder, and we just like started talking a little bit and like got into music, because that was like one of her main things she had on like her bio. And I had her just like, I was just like, hey, just send me a bunch of music you like to listen to. Like, I work and listen to music all day, so I'll listen to it, you know? She sent me a bunch of links to different bands, and like, she didn't send me any like hardcore EDM right off the bat. Like,
Right.
she told me that she goes to raves and stuff, but like, she sent me this synthwave band called The Midnight. Have you ever heard of synthwave? It's like 80,
I mean, no, I've heard of synthwave.
yeah,
I've
so it's
never
like
heard of
this
Midnight.
like badass 80s infused EDM.
Synthwave
group.
is the shit.
They are sick, dude. I'd look up The Midnight for sure. They're awesome. And I like fell in love with it. Like, dude, I was listening to The Midnight so much. And like, I don't know, it was kind of like from there that spawned this electronic music, very cool, damn, I started like listening to more stuff. I was listening to more like melodic stuff and shit like that. And then COVID year happened, you know, and I, on my birthday, went on a psychedelic journey. It was great.
Oh.
But I had a friend who suggested, she'd sent me like 5 or 6 different EDM live sets. So it was just like her favorite DJs did like live stream concerts over the pandemic. She was like, these are like some of my favorites. You should check them out. And dude, it just took that. Like, that night, I just watched all of those and like just was infatuated by it.
When you went on the psychedelic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I listened to a bunch of these live sets, and like it was mind opening to me because it was just like I said, there's just sounds that was just like, what is that? I've never heard that before. Like, how are they doing this? Like such weird sounds. Like here, like this. I'm just gonna play you 5 seconds of a sound my friend made.
Hey, Big Papa.
So you won't get DMCA or something.
Good night, my guy. Thank you for dropping by and saying hi. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, DMCA is fucking stupid.
Yeah, so
they have a problem with 5 seconds. Just deal with it.
It's probably not even recognizable, to be honest.
Here, hold on. There's an easy way for me to do this. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Tiger Sex Machine.
Yeah, sorry. We're back away from the DMCA laws. And,
yeah, fuck that.
I'll show you one after that. A guy who I recently got into, and I really like his stuff.
What's his name?
The Whittler.
Dude, what are the chances of this? Like, I literally just saw some shit on Twitter that he had posted about like not being able to play a concert or something, and like, I was like, what the fuck? That's a crazy name, The Whittler. And it was in the EDM scene, so I was meaning to look him up. But, like, yeah, definitely when we wrap up, dude, you gotta show me that.
You want to know why I got into him?
How?
In my WoW Classic guild, our 2 tanks were huge EDM guys. And one of he was a druid tank.
Yeah.
His name was The Whittler. And his brother,
yeah,
he had alts that were all
named after DJs.
Yeah, Pretty Lights and
dude, Pretty Lights is amazing.
Yeah, a couple other ones I can't remember. Shout out to you guys. I know you don't watch, but miss you. I I started listening to that guy, and I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking. It's just that weird, euphoric, like, I don't know. Yeah, I really like it. It's EDM's one of those ones where, like, you know, when Skrillex came out and really put EDM on a different level.
Yeah, he changed dubstep forever.
Yeah, he changed dubstep forever. But ever since that trajectory, EDM is now huge. And it always was big in Europe, right? House was huge in Europe. But now EDM is, I think, aside from rap and country, the top selling music genre.
Oh yeah, it's grown in America so much over the last 10 years, dude. It's insane.
And Utah's huge.
Europe used to have the biggest music festivals in the world, and this last EDC that happened in Vegas broke the record for the largest music festival in America.
I'd love to go to EDC, but I can't afford 2K tickets and 2K slots.
So expensive, dude. Like this girl that I've been seeing the last couple of months, she's been to EDC. She's been to the one that I want to go to the most. It's called Lost Lands.
Yeah.
It's in California, the dinosaur one that Excision does. But yeah, dude, like I've never been so infatuated by something, dude. So I immediately just started looking into like what I needed to do to try to do it, because like the idea of being able to do it by myself and being able to do all the parts of it is what hooked me even more, you know? Like I don't need to find a drummer. I don't need to find a vocalist. I can just do all of this on my own.
Well, and it's like the same, like you don't have to practice your, what's the word? You're like, you all working together as a team to make a song.
Yeah.
You don't have to practice just that, because everyone has to practice their
A
instrument.
computer's synchronizing everything for you.
Yeah.
So
you just have to practice your skills of producing.
Yeah, you need to learn how to use the software, and you need an ear for music.
And I love the fact that in EDM people can literally make their own sound.
Yeah, it's so
You
cool.
know.
Those were those wavetables I was talking about. Like, yeah, like you basically just create a frequency, and then just take a piece of that frequency, and then create an entire range of sound based off of that frequency. And then you just filter it and change it, and then that's how you get those sounds that I was just playing by Aliens, where you're just like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, that sounds insane.
You just
like, I cannot believe you're making a computer make that sound. Like, it's so cool. That's why I loved Radiohead all growing up.
Yeah.
Radiohead was all about making sounds that I just had never heard before. Where I'm like, what is this? And then all of a sudden you hear an interview, and Tom York's like, oh yeah, that's a trumpet.
Yeah.
I fucking took, inverted, ripped apart, and turned upside down.
Put it 6 feet underwater.
Yeah.
You know, he's just doing this crazy
fucking
shit.
Cloned it with a sheep, and then fucking ended up with this. You're like, dude, Tom,
And that's
what the fuck, bro? Oh,
as
shit.
funny as that is, that's literally what EDM is like you're
Creating your own sounds, dude. Like, my favorite DJ is a guy named Subtronics.
okay.
Dude, I've never heard anything like his music. Like, I've talked to so many people in the EDM scene about it too, where I'm just like, he's just Subtronics, right?
Yeah.
He plays Subtronics. He doesn't play jazz. He doesn't play dubstep. He
His
doesn't
own
play
genre.
rhythm. He plays fucking Subtronics. And like, there's another DJ named Rez. It's this girl,
yeah, fuck, dude.
and she's
I
just
fuck
like,
with Rez hard.
the fucking second you hear her song start, you're like, that's Rez.
Have you heard of the theory, the I guess EDM conspiracy theory about her?
No, please tell me.
Okay. In hypnosis, there's certain beats and there's certain
Oh, she's
rhythms,
all about that.
and they think that she actually has broken, like some guy who was a math major or something like that, did some acid, went to her show, and like it clicked in his head that she may have broken a code to program the brain to love the music through her beat synchronizations. Whether or not she knows that or not.
That's it. I think she genuinely might have done that, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
Not knowing why, because I've like seen a lot of interviews with her and stuff, and she's just a
dope
pretty
as fuck.
down to earth, chill person. But like, yeah, she's got it, dude. Like,
I just
she came onto the EDM scene in like 2017, bro. And
I
she's,
like her the most.
headlining.
I like her specifically because she just seems like someone who just is super in love with what she's doing.
Oh yeah, dude. one of my favorite things from Rez, dude, and then we can wrap up this EDM talk, is she got really anxious about posting on her main Twitter account for Rez, so she made like an alt Twitter account for herself. Her name's Isabel.
Yeah.
And she put a post up that was like, finally realized that I need to quit stressing so much about tweeting on the main account. Like, it really just doesn't matter. I'm sorry for freaking out so much, everybody. And then somebody screenshotted it that like a minute before that, she tweeted out on her main Rez account, all capital letters, I am weed.
I am weed.
I just love the EDM scene, man. It's so fucking friendly and nice.
Who is this? Rez. R-E-Z.
Oh, yeah. R-E-Z-Z. She's fucking awesome.
I've showed you a couple of her songs.
She did a song with Under Oath that's really fucking awesome. My favorite song by her is probably a lot of people's favorite. It's called Edge.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
It's hard to beat.
She has a live set called A Nightmare on Rez Street that she made for Halloween. I'd highly recommend checking it out. If you like some dope EDM beats, like, and I'm not talking like unza, 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 like type of like European nightclub dance
Some
beats. Like I'm talking about some sick, like, they call her dubstep because like they got a classifier. They can't just be like, that's Rez. She plays Rez, dude.
Yeah.
She doesn't play dubstep.
Yeah.
She plays.
It's her own. It's her own sound.
There's not a single wobble to be found in
No.
her music. It's never just like wow, 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 wow. You know, like that's not Rez. But
no, Rez is.
well, it was super nice hanging out with everybody tonight. I'm really glad to be back.
I always give people the opportunity. I don't know if you have anything you want to plug, but
You know, not this time.
Okay.
That'll be a goal for the next time I come on, man.
I like that.
Maybe some announcements for Burning Crusade come out.
Yeah.
And we get some more information. We'll come and have another.
We'll have another revamped talk.
Yeah, we'll have some more information about it, you know? Because like right now, my ultimate opinion is pretty sick. The fact they've acknowledged and said that they are willing to make changes this time around, and the fact that they're starting on a later patch where the balance is a lot better and paladins aren't like one-shotting people.
Yeah.
I think they're on the right path to having a great classic Burning Crusade. I just don't know if I have the time to sink it.
Yeah, that's my point too.
Yeah, but
We'll see if I think that's going to be the big thing. They need to make it so I don't have to play 40 hours a week just to see the content.
Exactly. Yeah, like I just don't have the time, and
if I could play 10 hours a week and be able to raid and be cool,
which is kind of sick that you can do that in Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Like you in modern WoW, you can play 10 to 12 hours a week and do heroic raiding.
Yeah.
Can't do mythic. You need to do more grinding for that.
Sure.
Or just be real fucking good at the game.
Yeah.
Like one or the other. But
I don't want another game where I don't want classic where I need to be playing 30 hours a week to be able to sustain.
yeah, and not having fun doing it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like if you had to play 30 hours a week to play classic, but it was fun and
That'd be great.
engaging, it would have been great, but it was not
If I'm
fun
farming
and engaging.
lashers
It was very
for
boring.
6
for
hours
people.
a week to make 100 gold an hour.
I didn't play.
So I can buy
but I talked to a
flasks.
lot of my friends that were just like, it's like, hey, yeah, how's Classic going? And it was just.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this much, that Molten Core and BWL with 40-man raids was a lot of fun.
It was kind of sick at first, huh?
Yeah.
It was, bro.
But
I could see that. It's just the community, though, that made it fun, not the game.
exactly.
It was you were all excited to be there. You were all hanging out, having a good time, getting each other hyped up about the fact that you were doing it again. And then 2 months later, when you guys were all like, yay, doing it again.
Oh, 4 of our warlocks didn't show up. I guess we're not doing guard tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Like, but the first time our main tank got fucking Thunder Fury, we're like, man, this is
Dude.
cool. And then he left.
You know, but then, like, there's the things that I remember about WoW that I think Blizzard is never going to come back to or remember. That, like, I remember
from the fucking northeast corner to the middle to the fucking bottom whelps. It's like 1 in a fucking million. I don't remember Onyxia. I remember the fucking
More
community.
dogs.
I remember the fucking people.
Yeah.
I don't remember the game. The game was a facilitator for a community of people that liked to play D&D and raid dungeons and nerd out, you know?
My favorite part 100% of Burning Crusade was the people that I was around.
Yeah, and like, dude, like, did you see what they just did to that Scarlet Scourge guild?
No.
On Ravencrest?
Oh, the ones that all
the
were
Abomination?
That's
yeah,
fucked.
they fucking banned the guild leader and changed all their fucking names and
Stupid.
like shit, and it was like,
why are you hurting
Dude,
your community?
what are you talking about? Like, Asmongold said it the fucking best. Like, this is what this game is built upon. Like, this actually makes the mod dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, there's these guys roaming around that don't give a fuck who you are. Like, they are abominations.
And you don't know which one is which.
Yeah, they are just
I
going to
love it.
fucking murk you. And there's nothing you can do about it. And, like, that, like, looming threat probably made playing in the moss so fun.
And dude, those
It probably made people group up and try to keep each other alive.
and the content those guys were producing.
So
So
good.
when he was featured on Asmongold's gear, I always forget what it's called, the fashion show.
Yeah.
I went and looked at their content. Dude, fucking awesome content for what it is.
Yeah, and they have, like, all their shit synced up to, like, EDM tracks
Yeah.
and shit.
And then they got banned because why? We don't.
Fun detected.
Yeah, exactly. That they were having too much fun in
What it
Blizzard or
was
Activision.
a bunch of big fucking baby ass motherfuckers got murdered by them and mass reported them.
Yeah.
And basically that brought it to their attention. Blizzard saw they all had the same name, said that's a TOS violation, and then fucking banned the guild leader for like 2 days.
At TOS because they have slight shifts in their names.
Yeah. They're
You're
all
not supposed
named
to have-
Abomination.
Well, you're not supposed to have special characters. So stupid.
It's a joke.
One of the wackest things. I guess we need to stop calling Blizzard Activision, but
Dude, it really is truthfully Actiblizzard, dude.
Yep,
It's
Actiblizzard.
like super important to remember that like I don't hate old Blizzard.
no,
I love old Blizzard, and thank you Blizzard for like just
the memories.
the years and years and years of good times. And I understand that the guys that started Blizzard and like really like Chris Randolph and like
Yeah.
those guys, man, like they couldn't stay around forever. You guys have families, you have lives. You did years and years and years of it, and you did great work, but like you left it to some of the most savagely greedy fucking people in the industry, and it shows, dude.
You saw that?
Like, it
I saw
shows.
what the future looked like when Reforged came out for Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
my God,
all right.
dude.
I'm like, all right, Blizzard.
Worse than the
Please.
original?
Yeah.
Like, how do you make it worse than the original,
Yeah.
dude? Like, that's crazy. You cut stuff out. There was content that was not even in the game. That's why people blew up about the Diablo thing. And they were like, it's not going to include all of the expansion. It was like, get fucked. That doesn't make any sense. Like,
You know what sucks really bad, and it, like, as a streamer seeing this, it kind of like it hurt that heartstring for other streamers. There was a guy who I think his name's Back to Warcraft. He was building a competitive Warcraft 3 scene again, like single-handedly.
Reforged killed it.
Yeah, he single-handedly, like, he was hosting tournaments. Some of the old heads who used to like
Yeah.
compete were coming back.
Because
And-
they took the servers down from
Yeah.
the old one, right? And replaced them with the Reforged ones.
And Reforged killed it. There's a server.
Hey,
There's like
Blizzard,
a
do
service.
you give a fuck about this guy? Because old Blizzard would have.
Old Blizzard
would have given a shit about this
Old
guy.
Blizzard would have hired him and been like,
Yeah.
hey, why
Hey.
don't you head this? Here's
Yeah.
like a small budget.
Yeah, run an esports team
Yeah.
for the fucking Warcraft scene.
Here's $5,000. Host tournaments.
Yeah, like fucking new Blizzard is just they're not like they're active Blizzard, man.
And they're
It's
so
just
afraid
different.
of Dota happening again to them. Why are they still bitter about Dota? Why can't they be proud the fact that Warcraft 3 facilitated one of the best MOBAs that have ever been invented?
It would have been invented on another game. then,
Yeah.
dude. It wouldn't have been your game. It would have been somebody else's
Yeah.
game. But Dota, a MOBA, was eventually going to happen.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And like,
They've restricted all the custom map
bruh,
stuff.
you fucked yourself not jumping on that bandwagon. Where were you? What were you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Like, did you make your own Go Dota game?
No.
Let me check. No, you didn't. For like fucking 3 years.
Your community did. Your
Yeah,
community
well,
built
and
Dota.
then eventually you did make a MOBA,
Yeah.
and then you fucking fucked it.
Yeah.
Like you didn't.
Heroes of the Storm could have been the best thing that's ever been made.
It was sick, dude, and it's still fun to go back and play casually, man. But you completely dicked everybody that gave their career to that fucking game.
Nope.
And then as soon as Actiblizzard saw how much money the competitive scene was losing in Heroes of the Storm, they even canned the fucking college frat competition that they did.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Oh, Heroes of the Storm, isn't it 100% can? There's no team working on it?
they have it on life support. So like I think they had some projects lined up that like had already begun working on and stuff. So like they've released some new characters and stuff over like the last year. But I definitely think they're probably wrapping it up soon. It'll be. I do think they'll keep the servers live for indefinitely.
Yeah.
I think you'll be able to play it, but like yeah, I spent a lot of money on that game.
I loved
It's
Hearthstone. Hearthstone.
Hearthstone and Heroes. Of the
Yeah,
Storm.
Heroes of the Storm
They're
and
both
Hearthstone.
good.
We'll have to talk about Hearthstone another night because
Dude,
I know that's a
Hearthstone
bag.
Yeah, I don't even play that game right now, dude. Fuck that shit.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Again, remember our sponsors: Monarch Social, Dark Prime Collectibles, Happiest Med. Go
Yeah.
check them out. Show some love. And yeah, Curtis will be back.
It was nice meeting everybody that I met. Hi, chat. Bye, chat. I didn't see Salty Frank tonight, so make sure to tell him that I said hi.
I'll reach out to him tonight and tell him what's up.
Where's your back?